So this is what we're doing now. When you're in your home. So tonight, we're taking back everything that the enemy stole. So I want you to form your hands like a weapon right in your home. And I want you to begin to blood him up the place. So say blood, 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 blood. Blood him up. Blood him up. Blood him up. Blood him up. Hey, get him up! Get him up! Hey, I don't know about something. Hey, blood him! Say blood him up! Inside, say blood! Blood him up! I want you to blood him up! Blood him up! I want you to blood him up! Blood him up! I want you to blood him up! Blood him up! I want you to blood him up! 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 I want you to blood him up! Blood him! I want you to blood him up! Blood him! I want you to blood him up! Blood him! I want you to blood him up! Blood him! I want you to blood him up! Blood him! I want you to blood him up! Hey! Blood him up! 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 Blood, 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 blood. With the blood of God, no, 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 sir. Blood him up, blood him up, blood him up. I want you to blood him up, blood him up. I want you to blood him up, blood him up. I want you to blood him up, blood him up. I want you to blood him up, blood him. I want you to blood him, blood him, blood him, blood him, blood him up, blood him up, blood him up.
Are you experiencing loss of vision, or are your glasses broken? At Value Optical, we're open, and we're here to help. You can have your urgent eyeglasses in 3 days with packages starting at $695. When you visit us, be mindful of the 3 W's. Wear your mask, wash your hands, and watch your distance. Please call us toll-free 800-2020 for expert advice on your vision needs or to book your appointment. Value Optical, caring for your eyes.
Hi, what's up, TNT? This is Wayne Johnson out of Brooklyn, New York. I always wanted to do something back home, and we're going to be doing our gospel segment on Mondays from 10 p.m. to 12 midnight. That's 10 p.m. to 12 midnight on 91.9 FM. Listen what I want you to do. Spread the word. Spread the word, TNT. Salvation, full and free. Salvation is for everybody. Mondays from 10 p.m. to 12 midnight. That's 10 p.m. to 12 midnight on 91.9 FM.
This is the voice of the PNM. On Tuesday, September 14th at 7 p.m. Tune into all major TV and radio stations, PNM's Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube channel. We'll be coming to you live from Diego Martin. Feature address by Dr. Keith Rowley and a powerful lineup of speakers. On Tuesday, September 14th at 7 p.m. Tune in, click, like, and share. Rate is the PNM.
Yes, we cooking with gas
gas with Maggie and Carnation. Win 6 months free cooking gas. Just purchase $25 in Maggie and Carnation products for chances to win. 50 winners get free cooking gas refills from Ramco for 6 months. Purchase must include Maggie green seasoning or Maggie pepper sauce. Enter via entry boxes or online. So turn up the heat, add the taste and flavor, and win 6 months free cooking gas with Maggie and Carnation. Follow Maggie Caribbean and Carnation Caribbean on Facebook and Instagram for details and entry form.
Tune in to The Street 919 FM every Friday from 9:15 a.m. to 9:30 a.m. with Kingdom Health Services, situated at number 91 Eastern Main Road in St. Augustine. For the program, Health and Healing, merging the old with the new with Brent Diet. For more information, call 318-7471 or 484-0141 or 360-4100. It's all about Kingdom Health Services on The Street 919 FM.
Kikaro, I am Alatumishe Ifabamishe Aganki, better known as MC Duke, and every Monday between the hours of 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. I host a show called Orisha, The Way of Life, right here on the Street 919 FM, where I have guests passing through from the Orisha Ifa Baptist Diaspora to educate, edify, and inform you, the listening public, about Orisha Ifa practices. So remember to tune in every Monday between the hours of 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. for Orisha, The Way of Life.
Pastor Hannah A. Parbu of Holy Spirit Ministries will be live on The Street 919 FM every first and third Wednesday from 11:15 a.m. to 11:45 a.m. In the scripture, Matthew 19 verse 26, the Bible says, "But Jesus looked at them and said to them, with men this is impossible, but with God all things are possible." Pastor Hannah is here to motivate you, challenge you, encourage you to walk in your purpose and destiny God has for you. For prayer and counseling, call Pastor Hannah at 728-5197.
He heals me when I'm broken. Gives strength where I've been weak. Forever he'll reign.
Police, good day. Officer Best Price here. Johnny Q Auto Parts Division? Yes, sir. I'm here to investigate an assault on batteries. Excuse me, sir? Is it true? You have batteries selling for $488? Yes. Power Master, Optima, Vata, and Megastar batteries. So I can buy a battery for $488? Yes, sir. For cars, trucks, and boats. Backed and distributed by Massey Automotive. Which part? Right here at Johnny Q Hardware and Auto Parts Division, 15 Arabita Avenue, Woodbrook. And our new Johnny Q Superstore, located at Lowlands Mall off Claude Highway in Tobago. You could call 63 Tools. Alright, thanks boss. Nah man. Ronnie, do you have $488 to lend, man?
Tune in to the Street 919 FM for Gospel in the Bone Ministry every Sunday from 7:05 a.m. to 8:55 a.m. for the program God's Last Warning Message. Hosea chapter 4 says, "Hear the word of the Lord, ye children of Israel, for the Lord hath a controversy with the inhabitants of the land, because there is no truth, nor mercy, nor knowledge of God in the land. By swearing and lying and killing and stealing and committing adultery, they break out, and blood toucheth blood." Remember, every Sunday from 7:05 a.m. to 8:55 a.m. for the program God's Last Warning Message with Gospel in the Bones Ministry, right here on the Street 919 FM. The journey's almost
Share the live. Share the live. The Street 919 FM on Facebook and Instagram. Share the live. Iowa George on Instagram. Share the live. Iowa TV and Street TV on YouTube. Share the live. The Street 919 FM.
Hey, just in case you didn't know, every morning on the Street 919 FM, taking Sharon and Bruce Wayne, the Titans of Democracy. That's the morning show. Yo, this is your boy Ziggy Rankin, and right now you're listening to the Titans of Democracy. You don't know. Real talk.
Well, a pleasant good morning to each and everyone, and welcome to this edition of the Titans of Democracy right here on the street 919 FM. Let me thank the Heavenly Father for bringing me here safe, sound, and all together in one piece. A pleasant good morning going on to my entire family. Good morning to Ms. Sean Felix and Mr. Dominic Romain and their entire families. Pleasant good morning going on to you, all our callers, all our listeners, to all of our viewers online. For those of you that are locked on via whatever mechanism that you are, it's always good to have you guys on the inside with us. Let me also say pleasant good morning going on to the management and staff of the street 919 FM. Good morning to Mr. Iwer George and his entire family. So guys, today is Tuesday the 14th of September 2021. It's a beautiful Tuesday morning in TNT from where I sit. What's going on in your neck of the woods? So what I'll do right now is I'll open up the lines just a bit as I wait the arrival of Mr. Dominic Romain. So you can call me up at 342-0081, 466-5391. Those are the numbers to call. You can call and give your morning greetings. Caller, good morning.
Children, praise the Lord in Jesus' name. Blessed Trinity, one God Most High. We need salvation, salvation for eternal praise. Give thanks to Jesus. Good morning, Trinidad and Tobago. Good morning, Bruce. Good morning to wherever you're hearing my voice. So, as I have to say, Bruce, you okay, boy?
I good.
All right. Well, Dominic, morning to you. Sharon, Gilford, good morning. Patsy Street, good morning. And the whole of Bonegans and Monto, good morning. Good morning to Jenny. Good morning. Bataya, good morning to you. Woman, all the time they get up. Sina, Jackie and Jackie. Well, Mr. Napuna Shima, we up already. Well, I ain't calling the third name at all because, that's all I ain't know. Anyway, love to everybody. Just remember, love is the answer. Give something and don't say nothing. Dr. Rowley, mash the pedal to pod and swing corner, let some of them drop off. God.
Let me also say good morning. Tobago is locked on. Good morning to you, Tobago. Welcome on the inside. Welcome. And let me say good morning to Mr. Dominic Romain, who has just joined me. Good morning, sir.
Morning.
How are you doing this morning?
Hi, good man.
Nice. Caller, good morning.
Good morning, Bruce.
Morning.
How was my people?
Good. They're doing good, man.
Okay, country my return.
Yes.
Bruce, could you, as you see my number there, could you give Dominic my number? I want to inquire about something, please. Thank you very much in advance.
Okay, no problem. Will do.
Thank you.
Yes. Caller, good morning. Hello, morning.
Morning, Uncle Brucey.
Morning. How you doing?
Good. How you do?
I good.
Nice, man. I hear you see on your side of the country, it's beautiful sunshine. Here, yes, in Tobago, we have the same thing in Mountain George.
Nice.
Yes, Uncle Dominic. Morning. Auntie Sharon, wherever you are. Morning, Trinidad and Tobago. So we locked on. I call it need be, Uncle Brucey.
No problem. Nice.
All right. Listen.
So, guys, that's all the calls I'm going to take at this time. Dominic is sending the number to you there now. Right. So what I'm going to do, we're going to get into our online papers for today, Tuesday, the 14th of September 2021. And as we head into the Express, headlines in the Express: probe into gun license corruption, woman's house searched, cop sees firearm papers, 3 police officers charged fraud theft of TTPS vehicle. Wow. Okay. So let's get get on the inside and see what's taking place. Okay. Nicki Minaj makes impotency claim about vaccine. Okay. Trinidad-born international superstar Nicki Minaj has sparked a media storm in the United States over COVID-19 vaccination as she claimed that someone in Trinidad became impotent and suffered from swollen testicles after being vaccinated. While she expressed concerns about vaccines, the rapper said she will eventually get vaccinated to enable her to go on tour and perform in countries. Yeah. Cops seized firearm papers. The home of a businesswoman was searched on Sunday as police conduct their own probe into allegations of corruption in the granting of firearm users license FULs. Cops shut down boxing match in Silots. I figured that much. Police are pleading with citizens to adhere to the public health ordinance as it relates to the gathering of persons after police shut down a boxing match in Silots. 3 police officers, civilian, charged in police escort scam. 3 police officers and a civilian who were allegedly involved in a police escort scam were charged with a series of offenses, including conspiracy to defraud the government, misbehavior in public office, and larceny of a police vehicle. Two men in for sexual assault of nieces 11. 2 men have been arrested in separate instances for sexual assaulting their 11-year-old nieces. The hell is this way? 44% of SWRHA nurses not vaccinated. The Southwest Regional Health Authority, SWRHA, has ramped up its effort to vaccinate as many persons as possible with the introduction of 2 outreach initiatives. Malika makes Granny proud. I am a proud grandmother. Okay. 72-year-old charged with 14 sex crimes involving child. Teen disappears with nothing but $40. TTPS tactical gear firearm ammo seized in Faizabad. So those are the stories making way in the Express. Over to the Newsday. SWRHA CEO, fainting might have caused man's collapse after COVID-19 vaccine. Okay. Munilal, National Security JSC must get both FLU probe reports. Autopsy for boy mauled to death by Rottweiler. Abdullah, Parliament should review method of hiring Commissioner of Police. Heritage cleaning up oil spill in Point Fortin. And Griffith still on vacation. Abdul Richards, Tobago visit aimed at expanding parallel healthcare system. PM attends CARICOM emergency meeting on COVID-19. Karamona, Trump call for Korean reunification. Cops to address police brutality at training seminar. Pistol, ammo, marijuana seized in El Socorro. 7th Delta variant case confirmed in Trinidad and Tobago. Abdullah, focus October 4th. Focus October 4 budget on suffering people, SMEs. Jacob, COVID-19 technology shortfalls affect police performance. TKR defeat Patriots, top CPL group stage. Citizens can speak on climate change in new phone survey. Megu, security services should take Baka's words seriously. Presbyterian Church praises successful SCA students. Panjunbego president urges public, get vaccinated for us to play again. Or was really the grandmother dog? What the hell? I really need to read up on that story, you know.
What was I missed that one.
The dog that mauled the 4-year-old boy to death. It was the grandmother's dog.
It was her dog or the owner, the place she was staying at?
Well, it says dead by granny's pet, Rottweiler.
You know, I think what they were saying is that she was the caretaker for the home.
Oh.
And the owners of the house were I think in Tobago or something, and she had the grandchildren come over.
Oh.
And she put the dog in the kennel to clean up the yard, and the child came outside and went towards the dog.
Jesus Lord.
Yeah.
So guys, those are the stories making way in the news day. So quickly over to the Guardian. Headlines in the Guardian: Vaccine Challenge. Tens of thousands of vaccines due to expire in November. Trinidad and Tobago, with a menu of vaccines now available, may be facing the expiration of tens of thousands of Pfizer, BioNTech, COVID-19 vaccine and Oxford AstraZeneca doses come November. Cops search home of Griffith working associate. The house of a close working associate to Acting Commissioner of Police Gary Griffith has been searched by investigating officers, and it is alleged that files have been recovered and seized. Excuse. CARICOM seeks help from US, UK in COVID fight. Ministry, no deaths related to vaccine. Despite police assurance, Port of Spain PH taxi drivers still operating. Okay, you know, this touch me close. You know what is going on there. Brain cancer survivor defies odds, passes for SCA first choice. Excellent. Professional trainer, dog's action was toward property protection. COVID concerns halt therapy for children born with challenges from Zika virus. BIGWU takes Republic Bank to court over mandatory vaccination policy. Family of WPC who died of COVID-19 blames doctor. Drivers moratorium extended, more license appointment slots in works. PM to address national issues at Tuesday's public meeting. No duplication between PSC-PSA probes. EMA probes alleged dumping of chemical waste in Oropouche River. After fire gets home, mom pleads, all I want is for me and my kids to be together. Parts of South Trinidad grapple with water shortages. Palo Seco parents protest over collapsing bridge. So those are the stories making way in the Guardian, the Express, and the Newsday at this time. So what I will do at this point, I will hand it over to Mr. Dominic Romain. Dominic?
Yes, sir.
The ball is in your court, as we say.
Right, so morning again to all, to Mr. and Mrs. Giuseppe, Mr. and Mrs. Regis, Maratunapuna, Mano, bright and early this morning, as to all of our loyal listeners. That story with that but that 4-year-old is truly unfortunate there.
Yeah.
That grandmother had to live with that for the rest of her life, but you know. As they say. Yeah. I think the police shot the dog. So
I saw a video where that happened.
Yeah. Morning, Angie.
Hey. Angie.
So I think there are two pieces of legislation that will be debated this week, Bruce. I think today is the Revenue Authority bill, and they're also supposed to be debating the report of the EBC to increase the number of seats in Tobago from 12 to 15. And I see that the three new seats or the 3 new districts have been named. And yesterday morning, Mr. Duke, of the PDP, was interviewed on, I think, Tobago Channel 5 by Brother B, who used to be a host. Right. And I took in a little piece of it from Watson Duke's Facebook page. He seemed to be a bit out of it, I don't know, because like he couldn't even name the 3 new seats. And you know, he was because Brother B was asking him if it is that the PDP has any issues with it, and he was saying yes, they have problems with it, but they're not going to challenge it. And people are saying, well, they have no real need to challenge it, because if you say the PDP is so popular, then they should be able to take all 15 seats.
True.
But Brother B made a comment which surprised me when he said the momentum is with the PDP based on what the ground is saying. So I don't know which ground they're talking to, but then I'm not in Tobago. I'm not in the ground in Tobago, so I don't know. So I don't know if that statement was based on any empirical data, or if Brother B was just trying to satiate Mr. Duke's ego. But if that is the case, and the ground is saying that they are with the PDP, I don't understand it, Bruce. I've made the point before, and it's worth repeating. The PDP trying to call itself a legitimate political party is like a man painting an orange red and trying to pass it off as an apple. Right? Now, the man might do a very good paint job to fool people, but as I say, the proof is in the eating, and you need to get deep into it to see that it is not really an apple. And I've made the point that as a political party, the PDP has no structure, right? Yeah. No internal structure other than a political leader and 2 deputy political leaders. That is it for the executive of the party. And for those of us who follow political parties would know that there are a number of positions that are critical to the management of a political party. And it's not just for the point of formality, right? There's a reason why you have all of these structures in place for the management of the party, and how the party is managed speaks to how that party is going to manage the government if they should get into power. And the fact that Mr. Duke and the other 2, Farley Augustine and Faith B. Israel, seem to have no regard whatsoever for structure, tells me that if they get in there and control of the THA, in the same way they will have no regard and no respect for structure either. And one needs only to look again at how Mr. Duke runs the PSA like it's his personal fiefdom. Yeah. And he has an executive that is beholden to him and will operate however they like without regard for the constitution of the PSA, right? As we see taking place now, where they're running kangaroo courts and all kind of thing and bringing up charges on people. And I mean, it is utterly ridiculous. The PDP has no constitution. They have no chairman. They have no general secretary. They have no treasurer. which means that they cannot open a bank account. And you have now, when this bill is debated in the parliament and a date is announced for the election and campaigning starts in earnest, the PDP is going to be soliciting funds for their campaign. Where is this money going to come from? You can't receive any checks in the name of the PDP because, as I said, you don't have a bank account. Because to open an account for a political party, the bank requires certain documents. Does the PDP have bylaws? As I said, they have no constitution. They don't have a formal structure. So how is that going to work? Are you going to solicit funds and you only take in cash from members? That is the sort of thing that opens up the door for corruption because there is no accountability. What records are you going to keep to say, well, I received $20 from Jane and $40 from this one, or whatever the case may be. So unless Mr. Duke plans to fund the PDP's election campaign from the coffers of the PSA, that should be very concerning to the people who are telling us that they're in the corner of the PDP and they're going to support that party in order for them to take control of the THA. That is complete and utter madness. And you have to look at the fact that the other members of the executive have no desire whatsoever to put that structure in place either. It's been over 4 years, and Mr. Duke has done nothing with respect to establishing that structure to say, look, this is how we're going to operate. They always calling Dr. Rowley a megalomaniac, and he's a dictator. But when Dr. Rowley became political leader of the PNM, right, he would have strengthened the democracy in the PNM by one, changing the system from a delegate system to one man, one vote. So whereas before it would have been one person speaking on behalf of a constituency, now you have everybody have the opportunity to cast your ballots for the internal elections, right? That does not exist in the PDP. There is no system in place to pick a leader. So Watson Duke is a maximum leader and he can stay there for as long as he wants and he could choose who he wants to be his deputies. So if it is he gets into office, and notwithstanding the fact that he claims that he doesn't want to be the chief secretary, you probably take deputy and Fali will be sit down in the chair of chief secretary, but Fali will be chief secretary in name only and he'll be occupying the office, but the man who will be calling the shots is Watson Duke.
The strings.
Everything. Because as far as Duke is concerned, right, as far as he's concerned, he has managerial experience having run the PSA. Fali has no experience in that regard. And where is Fali? I have not heard from Fali Augustine in the longest while. He fall off the bed. The only people here ain't talking to the PDP these days is Watson Duke and Faith Be Israel. Where is Fali? He's the man who's supposed to be leading the troops into this election and he has nothing to say. The 3 new seats have been announced and Fali has no opinion on that whatsoever to come out and make a statement. So it's only Watson Duke talking and Faith Be Israel. And then you have people who are saying, well, being really supporting the party for Duke, you know, is Fali we like. Where is Fali? All you like Fali. And you'll not see it. Bruce, I am, you know, it befuddles me. I cannot understand it. And again, that saying, don't take Bolife as Ms. Crosby told us last time. You're looking at the scene at night, what you could see in the day. If this is how the man running PSA with no regard, outstanding accounts, audited reports for years, 4 or 5 years. People and if it is the executive of the PSA is not abiding by the Constitution because they are there by the behest of Watson Duke, and we need to stay in his good graces because we know when the next election comes around, he's still popular. If it is that we run afoul of Mr. Duke, he could just get rid of us and bring in somebody else. That nice cushy paycheck that they're receiving $20,000 and $30-something thousand a month to do practically nothing. When you want to give up that? No. So whatever the boss say, we doing. And therefore it is the same that will apply. The PDP has no membership. They have supporters because there is no structure again in place to facilitate membership. So how are you going to choose your leader? You have a membership card and you will ever sign up a membership form? Normally, in a political party, membership falls under the auspices of the general secretary. They have none. So you're just supporting a party and you are not concerned that there is nothing in place. So this man could stay there forever, but you're calling Keith Rowley a dictator. Keith Rowley could be removed. There is systems in place in the PNM to remove Keith Rowley if the people find that he's not performing. There is no such system in the PDP. So if it is that they win and they end up controlling the THA and Watson Duke doing foolishness, there is nothing in the party to call him to order. Nothing. And the other members, Terrence Baines, Zorisha Hackett and all of them, have nothing to say. Or they like it so. We like how the structure, we like things so. Right, there is no accountability, so we could do whatever we want. And if we win and we end up leading the THA, well, if we win bubble, when the party going to call us to order? Nobody. And they like it so. But again, Keith Rowley is a dictator, and the PNM this and Tracy Davidson, Celestine that, and all kind of foolishness. Tobago has been won, right? And this is not about battling about for the PNM, however, as the case may be, It's not about that at all. And they're not listening, they're not taking heed. And as I've said before, there is no refund for your vote. So when you cast your ballot for the PDP, and then they end up taking control of the THA, and you realize you make a mistake, you can't run back to the EBC and say, here now, I changed my mind, I want to take back my vote. It don't work so. You will stay there for 4 years and enjoy whatever it is the man gives you all. But while you're still going down that road, the man figured that he's a lord unto himself. And the lie that he made a few months ago, where it is, he said, I am not going back to Wassa. Why? I'm a boss. I'm not going there to follow out no timesheet and to have to write no report for no supervisor. He has gotten accustomed to being in charge, duke and master of all that he surveys. Right? His word is law in the PSA. That's how it works. So he is not prepared to go back to Wassa in no subservient position to have to answer what and very well, as they say, to no higher up. He is not going there to have to be confined by no 8 to 4 job where he has to clock in a card and leave at a certain time and is subjecting himself to authority. The man has an issue and a problem with authority. Unless he is the authority,
Clearly.
He don't want to hear about that.
Clearly.
And that is the problem. So that when it is that if it is he goes there and calling the shots, and people in the different departments in the THA will be like, Mr. Duke, or Mr. Duke say do this, or Mr. Duke say do that. What is the PDP's manifesto? What are they offering Tobago should they come into power? Their manifesto is what? Watson Duke driving around Tobago and doing last at a light, going from beach to beach, highlighting dilapidated jetty and telling the fishermen, when we come in, we're going to fix that in the first 4 years. That is their manifesto. What is their plans for education? What is the PDP's plan for infrastructure? What is their plan for employment? He and Fali are on record in the lead up to the last THA election. They did an interview last year with Fazir Mohammed on TV6. And they indicated that they have an issue with the amount of people who are under the employment of the THA. That the THA hires too many people in Tobago working for the THA, and that needs to fix. That some of these people should be working in the private sector. So, yeah, all you who figure thing, when he come in there, bust all your truth. Yeah. Too much money. Much of the THA money going to pay in salaries and wages, so we need to free up some of that for other things. Right? And how are you doing that? Fire people, right? And he's the president of the Public Services Association. Same man who's supposed to be fighting for your rights. The executive of his party is saying that too many are all you're working for the THA. That right? You don't hear that? No, it's supporting Duke. Yeah, Duke all the way, PDP all the way, PDP done win. Really?
I don't like Angie Ways, Dominic.
You like what?
I don't like Angie Ways.
Oh gosh.
people need to, and not need to, but I truly believe that all Tobagonians are very aware of what Mr. Watson Duke is doing. And I feel all that is the reason why he ain't trying to go forward with that party in terms of a proper structure and things like that. He knows very well he'll be wasting his time to do that.
And that's the unfortunate thing.
Yeah, see man come live with me, 2 different things,
Yeah.
You might buy me one way, but you can't sell me that way,
Correct. And I make the point again, Bruce, it's more than 4 years that Watson Duke has been an assemblyman. And he has seen no need to formalize that party as it should be. It's even worse is the fact that all these men and women have letters, right? Watson Duke has been on several interviews on television, on radio, TV6, Synergy TV, Tobago Channel 5 and all, and nobody asking him about that. None of these so-called journalists I put the question to the man, so why haven't you established a formal structure for the PDP? Who is your chairman? Who is your treasurer? Where is the oversight in the party management of money? Or is it a case that when the election starts in earnest, that your financiers in Trinidad will just pay for everything, right? You just tell them what you need and they will organize it and write a check. There are rules with regards to campaign financing. And therefore, if there is no structure in place and the EBC needs to audit Mr. Duke's party in terms of money spent, where they starting? They don't have a bank account to see, well, okay, we took in this amount of money or we took in that amount of money. So how you pay for this? And how you pay for that? Again, as I said, unless he plans to use the PSA's bank account or the PSA coffers to finance that election, as he would have used the PSA's coffers to finance the launch of the party, right? Or are we going to hear another story about one cocoa does full basket? And the supporters and them know they didn't give half a cocoa. Well, you come and sell with that story about one cocoa. He hit with that. Faith Be Israel hit with that. Fali hit with that about one cocoa. Well, who gave all of them cocoa? Which estate that come from? And where you put it? You have a safe? Where is the PDP's headquarters? Or you have a safe in the trunk of what's in your car that when you collect money you throw it inside it? Accountability, people. You all see how the man running the PSA. Even that's how he managing, let's say, $15 million a year. When he gets in $2 and $3 billion a year. I'm not saying that the man is a thief, Make that clear. I am saying that his actions with respect to the management of the PSA's money is questionable. And if it's that small amount, plenty more come, okay? Questions to answer. He do answer questions unless he feel to, right? And it's only when he go on a ego trip, he tell all your tail, tell all your way to put whatever, right? So, to the people of Tobago, as I said, Brother B say that the ground, that the momentum is with the PDP. I don't know. I'm not in Tobago. Maybe when we open the lines in Tobago, people could call us and let us know. But if Brother B is saying that, I don't know where he get it from. But he had no qualms about saying that on national TV. So, I just ask him. But, to each his own. If that's what Tobago want, so be it.
But Dominic, what about if he doesn't need to put certain things in place because certain things already in place for him via other means?
Yeah.
Or other persons. Yeah. I mean,
The UNC have, as you imagine, Bruce, the UNC have more issues with the 3 new seats than Duke. I tell you, the man was just all over the place yesterday, and Brother B had to try and pull him back in because he confused. He don't know what he's talking about this, and he mixing up 2 and 3 points. I mean, it was just terrible. And then I think he had some Zoom yesterday. He was calling on a topic they could accommodate 1,000 public servants to discuss the issue of the Revenue Authority. And again, the last time when the Revenue Authority was first announced, the UNC had brought him as a temporary senator to debate the Revenue Authority, right? So I want to see if they're gonna give him another opportunity to come into the Senate to speak on the bill again. But there's no nexus between the UNC and the PDP, right? All right. Well, okay, because it seems to me, based on Saddam Hussein's press conference, the UNC battling the fight for the PDP, more so than the PDP, right? They are the ones who complaining about these new seats and is in favor of the PNM and the EBC and the EBC. The EBC has a formula that they use in order to determine new seats, and it's based on population density. And if it is on that side of the island where it's most populous, then that is where they will have to go to make the adjustments.
Yeah.
And if you look at the numbers, you would see in terms of the number of voters, eligible voters in the different constituencies, it's more or less even, just about 3,000 to 3,600. So I do understand the point that the UNC making. But even if that is the case, what is that to you all? You're not interested in Tobago, as Kamala said. The UNC has no interest in sending any candidates up in Tobago because leave Tobago for itself.
I am sure.
So stay out of Tobago.
I am asking this morning because I am sure that I have, how should I call it, a graphic artist. I'm sure that we have graphic artists that listen to us. So here's what I want them to draw for me, right? We see one guy holding that puppeteer device with the strings going to the puppet. Right. And then I want you to draw someone else holding same device on the person that is holding on the first one.
Yes.
Right? That's what I want. And send it to me and I will label it.
Yes. Yeah.
Right? So we're watching at 3 persons. And from the top, controlling the second, and the second controlling the last. That's how I want it.
And to make no mistake about it, UNC's only interest in Tobago is to strengthen the PDP to take Tobago East and West, because they know that those 2 seats hold the key to keeping them out of the corridors of power and China. Right? And anytime, in their mind, anytime Duke gets a hold of those 2 seats, that marriage is a foregone conclusion. Right? Because same way them want power, he want power too. Right? And as I told you all before, he is not going to subject himself. Notice, he's not going to subject himself to any authority, any higher authority, right? This man figured that he is Lord of all he surveys, and if it is he could challenge God too, he would probably do it. Maybe in his quiet moments when he watched himself in the mirror, he figured, hey, yeah, I wouldn't doubt that. He's an egomaniac. And therefore, if he wants to make himself kingmaker, make himself king, and he figure if he could get them 2 seats, he's not going to no amalgamation with the UNC to put them in power for him to be no minister. He want to be prime minister, right? Remember, as he said, even though he claimed last time, in the lead up to the last THA election in January, that he has no desire to be the Secretary for Finance. Watson Duke is about Watson Duke. And as he said, some couple years ago, he told Carl Mimbert, I think when they were going into the 2017 election, and Mr. Mimbert told him that the PNM would take all the seats, and he told him, the next time you talk to me, you'll be speaking to me as the Secretary of Finance. And that is a promise that he made to Carl Mimbert that he intends to keep. All right? He is not going to allow Carl Mimbert to get the better of it. Understand? So that is something on his bucket list, to be the Secretary for Finance, so that when he speaks to Carl Mimbert, talking as contemporaries on the same level. You are the minister, I am the secretary for, same level, right? It's no longer so. Understand? That's how he wanted. It's about him, about satiating that ego. It's not about all you. Okay, and running around the place. That video when he went the other day, wherever it is, he went by someone of them fishing depot, and the fellas and then you can see that it's okay. Right, it was new, and you expecting a round of applause? He didn't get the welcome that he was looking for, but you see that jetty there in the first 4 years, we're going to fix that. That's how it is work. That's your manifesto. That's how you're making promises to the people. Give them something in writing so that they can hold you to it.
Yeah, sure.
If you win, come back and say, well, hey, look at you, you said you was going to do this. Don't like the UNC. $3,000 pension across the board for everybody at age 60. And then when you all get them your vote and they come into office now, well, it was a misprinter now. No, we didn't say that. Yeah. Really? Night after night, speaker after speaker on the platform.
Spoke it,
3,000
printed, and don't deny it.
Yeah, that's a misprint. You can figure everybody is of the waterfront ilk. One in Central.
Yeah, I'm not going to call you.
Yeah, everything good. We tripping. She's up to know. I know the difference between an orange and an apple. If Tobagonians don't know because they painted red, then something wrong. Because we've been holding you all to higher standards for years. If it is that was misplaced, well, all right. The opportunity is coming soon. We will see. But Tobagonians, Bruce, I don't understand it because the man is he could talk, and that's what he's a rabble rouser, pull up a bullhorn and cuss out the government, and that is the only requirement.
No, and that's the sad thing about it. You're going to run for a seat for office, whatever, and the best thing that you could do, the only thing that you could do, is tell the people about how bad the government is. I hear what's going on. I am the average person. I know all what I don't like about the government. Tell me what you going and do to make my life better and make things better for my children and my grandchildren and my great-grandchildren. I will die. Why will you tell me? Now I'm listening to you talk. You know you wouldn't get nothing.
Nothing. vacuous, empty.
Anytime, Trinidad and Tobago, anytime you come up on anybody that is running for a seat somewhere in your constituency, whatever the case might be, and they come to you and they say, yes, you know, this one this and that one that and the next one the other. Say, I hear what's going on, partner. I know all I do like about them already. I don't know that. Right? Nobody had to come to tell me that. Guys, we're going to the break just now. What I want you to tell me is what you're going to do to make things better for the generations that come after me. Starting with me. What you going to do? Don't come and tell me you're going to fix my drain in front. Me don't want to hear that. I don't build no box tree. I don't want to hear that. I find those things with no disrespect, people, no disrespect, I say it here, I find things like that should be just mandated, things like the upkeep of drainage and stuff, which I think is already in place with the regional corporation and these things. CPEP does beautify the place and everything, and CPEP does a great job. I don't want to hear that more them thing. Tell me what things you have in place for my children, grandchildren, my great-grandchildren, my great-great-grand. That way you have to tell me. I don't want to know what the government doing. Don't come and tell me that. I fed up hear that story. I don't want to hear that again. Where you coming and tell me now? They will walk away and leave you right there, Dominic.
And Bruce, and that's the thing. That is all the PDP in the last campaign. They spend the majority of their time on the platform talking about the Auditor General report and the zipline and Tracy and this and that, and not talking about policy. What you are going to do for Tobago? And Tobagonians not asking that. All they want to hear is about Couture and Bacchanal and allegation of who thief and who this. That is it. That is what you supported. What's in Jukon? To run up on a table with a ballon and tell, hey, go outside, everybody come outside, come outside. That's it. That's charisma. Or they like to see him dress up in a green tie and his suit and the green but it's called contact lenses. That's like, I don't know if like he run out of what's called it, Bigen or Wiki die. So he should go off the bed. Yeah. I know. No, yeah. Fighting the grays, trying to look young. For what? Because girl them darling, I Duke and you the girls love me as a boss. Oh,
the fellas are them
okay.
Good, yes.
Don't say what one. Alright.
We're going to the break. We'll be right back. Keep it locked to the Street 919 FM. This is your Titans of Democracy. We'll be back.
with Maggie and Carnation. Win 6 months free cooking gas. Just purchase $25 in Maggie and Carnation products for chances to win. 50 winners get free cooking gas refills from Ramco for 6 months. Purchase must include Maggie green seasoning or Maggie pepper sauce. Enter via entry boxes or online. So turn up the heat, add the taste and flavor, and win 6 months free cooking gas with Maggie and Carnation. Follow Maggie Caribbean and Carnation Caribbean on Facebook and Instagram for details and entry form.
Is Grandpa going to be okay, Daddy?
Yes, son. He can afford the best doctors and all the medicine he needs to help him get better.
Well, if he needs more money, I can give him my piggy bank.
Boy, Grandpa prepared for something like this a long time ago, so he is well covered.
And we are covered too, right, Daddy?
Life happens. That's why life insurance is important now. Life Insurance Awareness Month, brought to you by TIFA in conjunction with its member companies. Visit TIFA on Facebook for more info.
Did you know that COVID can cause erectile dysfunction? COVID can cause erectile dysfunction by preventing a proper blood flow to the penis. When you're vaccinated, it can prevent severe COVID-19 illness and prevent erectile dysfunction. Choose performance. Get vaccinated. A message from the Division of Health, Wellness and Family Development.
This is the voice of the PNM. On Tuesday, September 14th at 7 p.m., tune into all major TV and radio stations, PNM's Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube channel. We'll be coming to you live from Diego Martin, feature address by Dr. Keith Rowley, and a powerful lineup of speakers. On Tuesday, September 14th at 7 p.m., tune in, click, like, and share. Rate is the PNM.
Playing together, liming together, sharing together. Those moments will be ours again. At First Citizens, we believe that together we can get through these challenging times. Now, we are making it easier for you to get a loan that will help ease your burden. You can ask for longer repayment terms or consolidate your current loan payments into one affordable monthly installment. It's all meant to make it easier on you. Let us start the conversation today. Visit our website or email us at loans@firstcitizenstt.com. We're in this together. First Citizens, we put you first.
Life takes us along so many roads. Some are planned, others can take unexpected turns that may cause us to worry. A home equity loan from TTMF can give you the means to navigate these turns that require major financing. With up to 30 years to repay, you can use the value in your home to consolidate debt, finance medical expenses, for tertiary education, home renovation, and other major expenses. Call or visit our website at ttmf-mortgages.com to find out more about our home equity loan. Let us help you steer those financially challenging journeys. TTMF, from here to home.
At Health and Wealth Lifestyle, we offer a wide range of services: blood analysis, iridology, acupuncture, foot detox, foot massages, gua sha, hot stone therapy, fire therapy, legs and feet massage therapy, mineral scrubs, acrotherapy, cupping.
We also have a wide variety of supplements: silver, zinc and magnesium, body light, and lots more.
We at Health and Wealth Lifestyle operate our business in a clean, safe, and comfortable environment. We frequently sanitize our compound and abide by all the COVID guidelines that are currently in place.
So come on down to Health and Wealth Lifestyle, where we treat you like family. Book your appointment today. Call us at 1-868-275-8359
or 1-868-288-1108.
And remember, your health is your wealth, and prevention is always better than medication.
Turn your lights down low and listen to the Master's Radio.
The Church of the Firstborn Assembly Miracle Center of number 399 Eastern Main Road, Waiko in San Luis Grande is pleased to present Pastors Morris and Agnes Johnson and guests on Sundays, Tuesdays, and Wednesdays. Sundays, Ministry of Worship Children's Hour and the Word from 1 to 6 p.m. Tuesdays, see Jesus in in every book of the Bible, from Genesis to Revelation, from 9 p.m. to 12 midnight. Wednesdays, we deal with current affairs from a biblical perspective, from 9 p.m. to 12 midnight. Tell your neighbors, tell your friends, tell everyone. For further information, visit with us at www.churchofthefirstbornassembly.org. Facebook, email us at church668hope@gmail.com or call us at 753-1113 or 236-7271. Your free will gifts and offerings will be greatly appreciated. Account number 795222 at the First Citizens Bank. Len Capital Certificates is a passive income service company located at Princess Margaret Street in San Fernando and 5th Street South Woodbrook. At Len Capital, investing is made simple. You invest with us. We make the investments and then you collect returns either monthly or yearly. We have 5 different options you can choose from, and each investment option comes with different benefits starting from TT $5,000. For more information, contact 399-0307. Len Capital Certificates. It's all about you.
Sign up and save with Green Dot. When you subscribe to any of our broadband packages, you get 30% off the installation fee, allowing you to stream your favorite shows on any of your devices. Update your social media accounts and connect with friends and family. Stay on top of the class with online learning sessions, or keep your team in the loop with virtual meetings, all at an affordable price. This is a limited time offer, so don't wait. Call 224-GDOT today to sign up and save with Green Dot, improving and simplifying lives.
Tune into the street 91.9 FM
every Sunday from 10:05 a.m. to 11 a.m.
for the Repairing of the Breach radio program with me, Bishop Showin Al Thomas.
The scripture says, "And they that shall be of thee shall build the old waste places.
Thou shalt raise up the foundation of many generations, and thou shalt be called the repairers of the breach, the restorers of the paths to dwell in."
Don't miss it. Repairing the Breach radio program with Bishop Showin R. Thomas on the Street 919 FM every Sunday from 10:05 a.m. to 11 a.m.
Share the live. Share the live. The Street 919 FM on Facebook and Instagram. Share the live. Iowa George on Instagram. Share the live. Iowa TV and Street TV on YouTube. Share the live. The Street 919 FM.
So welcome back on the inside.
Yes, sir. I sent you an email address there for to send a link.
Okay.
For a guest. Yeah.
While we were on the break, I was going through some of the comments. Well, on Facebook, I haven't gone across to YouTube as yet. Good morning to each and everyone on Facebook. Good morning to each and everyone on YouTube. I'm not going to call the persons, well, the name that they have there. The name says it all. But for the past, half an hour, I can't remember hearing Dominic say, "Vote for PNM, you'll be glad you did." I didn't say, "Vote for PNM, you'll be glad you did." Nobody said vote for PNM. What we are saying to you is, be very mindful of what is happening in front of you. Do not just go and choose someone who is offering you hopes and dreams, right? Everybody has their opinion, everybody has their issues, everybody have their this, everybody have their that. But at the end of the day, we all look at what is best for us. And as all we are telling you here, up to now, we didn't start a campaign, partner. When we start a campaign, you can talk all the way you want to talk. You see, we didn't start a campaign yet, brother. Don't jump out yourself with no nonsense, please. Right? understand the way we do things here, the Titans of Democracy. Understand how we do things here. What we are saying to you is look at what is in front of you and be very mindful of the choices that you make. Don't rob for robbing's sake now. Listen to understand, don't just listen to reply. You know, that is my mantra. Dominic, you ever get argue with a lady or you get argue with a partner? That means these are the two people that when you get in certain arguments with, a lady or a good brethren, they're listening to you so they can answer you.
Right.
As you say, but look at the color of your shirt. You ain't finished talking yet, you know. Want to the color of my shirt. Want to the shirt. Want it. Something wrong with it? I like the color. You say, well, I was going to tell you, look at the color of your shirt. It comes off nice with the tone of your skin and everything and your eyes and it looking good. Yeah, wait for me to tell you that part. They don't jump out your whole self already.
You know what's laughable about these people? We're talking about, we're talking about Duke dying here, and if that's what we want them to listen to. But you will go and stand up for 2-3 hours to listen to Watson Duke call two women stink and dirty, and you will listen to that, and you will listen to him go on a platform and tell the Auditor General, shut your mouth, don't come up here.
Yeah.
You wouldn't challenge that, you clown. That is what you will listen to. You have no problems listening to that kind of folly. You will clap Watson Duke stand up on a table with a bullhorn and say and calling this one all kind of name and calling Marvin Gonzalez all kind of name, insinuating things about the man's sexuality. You wouldn't condemn that, you moron. That's what you would like to listen to. And you have no problems with that. But we come in here to talk about the individual and the type of leadership that you are offering for the PSA and giving you an inkling as to what would happen if you lead in the TH and talking about Tobago nonsense for 20 years. So what are you trying to say? So the Tobagonians was voting for nonsense for 20 years. So what does that say about the character about the people of Tobago? Tell us now, since you know about lack of governance. What governance taking place in the PSA? Tell us about that. When was the last time they had a proper negotiation? When was the last time Mr. Duke did what he's supposed to do for the people who pay the $100 dues every month? Talk about that.
He not them to study. He don't want them to study.
Yeah, but you like to listen to... Look, let me just stand up my blood pressure this early morning. Idiots.
Oh, gosh. I don't know. Dominic, half of the things that I know now where government, parties, all the different things. Had I known some of these things when I just finished school, things would have been different with me. You understand? Now that you're getting information and it's like you don't want it, we mustn't talk about it. We mustn't talk about what happened. We speak about everything here. We speak about everything here. And we try to be as across the board as possible, as much as, and if we don't have all the information, we don't speak about it.
Yeah. You send the link?
Yes. You see, once I send this, I'll have to start it over when we think. So I'll send it just now.
That's why I'm looking at the time so that the time can run to the ads now.
Yeah. More when I send it in now.
Yeah. I really don't know where these people has come from, Bruce. Seriously.
Boy, to be honest with you.
When Duke had nothing good to say about Jennifer Baptiste Primers going on national TV to talk about how Jennifer Baptiste Primers look. You had any issue with that? You condemned him for that? No, you had no problem about that. When he gone on that thing, Rowley, I go lock up you so and so. You had no problem there. Clap that, eh? Yeah, that is what we want. That what we like to hear. You have no issue with that. Talking about lack of governance. You for real? You have a man who went on national TV, he and his deputy, talking about the THA hiring to have too many people employed. That needs to fix. Too many people in the THA payroll. How are you going to fix it?
Well, yeah, tell me about that now. I will call you Rabbi. Tell me about that now, Rabbi.
You know, Bruce, there's just so many things I'll say. I'll go back and find it, and I'll send it to you so we could play it so people could hear it.
Yeah.
And not don't take it. He said it, too many people hired by the THA. Yeah, but that's the lack of governance, right? Providing a paycheck for people at the end of the month. And what is the alternative that they offer? That the private sector should do it. Yeah, clown. I hope you should be one of them working for the THA. And you should be the first on the list for it to bust your throat. And then let me hear what you're going to say. Chirp it.
Well, apparently the same thing that he does with the PSA, that guy would like done in the THA. I don't know.
Yeah, 13 people interdicted. Why? Because they dare to speak against the high and mighty Duke. Because they dare to go and protest in front of the PSA building and tell people, don't pay all your dues because you're not getting value for your money. And for that, man gets suspended and then brought up on charges. But Keith Rowley is a dictator, and Keith Rowley is a megalomaniac. Right. It's all your soul, papi, has caused problems. It's you all has make the wrong choice and then the rest of us has had to suffer for it. That's why you're all about individual. And you ain't studying what it is the individual offering, you ain't studying what it is that he's saying. Right? But Keith Rowley disrespectful, but you have no problem with this man calling woman going on a platform who stink and who dirty. You have a problem just because he don't like what it is they're saying, they commenting on Facebook, they stink and dirty. Disrespecting women all over the place. You have no problem with that. That's alright. Yeah, that's what I live in.
Crazy, yes. Really, really crazy.
Waste that time.
Well, I'll send the link out.
Alright.
So
they can take a call or two while we wait for them to
no problem.
Yeah.
I have one here. Caller, good morning.
Hi, morning, Bruce. Morning, Dominic.
Hey, Jen, morning.
Morning.
Jenny, a song in low again.
Yeah, morning to all the listeners on 91.9, all my golden girls, Mr. Chance, Mother, Son of everybody.
Nice.
All I know the situation with Watson Duke is dear to me because of the fact he's the president of PSA and what he has done to a great organization that is 83 years old. And you're also correct. The same way he runs PSA, it is going to be 10 times worse than THA because PSA don't have the kind of money that THA will have because PSA only have about 12,000 members, if so much, $100 a month. Whereas the THA will have the population of Tobago, I think it's about 50,000-60,000. And then the money is coming from the budget Trinidad today is more, billions of dollars. And the same way that he runs PSA, he's going to do the same thing to THA. He's a dictator, and I will say that based on the fact they hold another kangaroo court yesterday. Now these people charge us. They turn allegation into charges. We Constitution don't speak about charges. And they turn those charges and say we're guilty. Invite us to a meeting yesterday. We didn't have a chance to talk the last time they say we're guilty. Invite us to a meeting yesterday where they say we'll be able to defend ourselves or they say we're guilty. And come to that meeting, they read out the charges and the guilty and then ask if we're pleading. I don't know, PSAs are caught out and it has police and things. They ask if we're pleading guilty or innocent. And when you refuse to do that, they cut off your mic. And those are the things happening in PSA, and it will continue to happen in PSA because public officers in the mainstream not doing anything, they're not coming out. They're just depending on the 14 or 15 or 20 people that keep talking, and we going out there and getting victimized from employers, victimized from PSA where we pay money. We suspect they want to expel us from the union because you know what? The clown, the weakling, the dotish man, is afraid we form a group and come out now and fight them for election and win. So he want to expel us so then we won't be able to go up for national office if it's about 10 years or whatever. That's how weak and sick and dotish Watson Duke is. And I wish you hearing Watson Solomon Duke is a consummate dunce and is a dictator. Everything you're saying about people, you're saying about yourself. I don't know if it has blow some powder and some dotish powder and people that inhale it. Normal, sensible people like they just get dotish too. But Tobago, only vote for Watson Duke, you see nothing yet. He will sit on all you, he go whine on all, he go mash all in all your face, push all you out the way because he's a nastiness. I saying it. He talk about girls think are nasty. He's the nastiness because I know he think about himself and he wants everybody to feel how he just think about himself. Whatever he say about people is what he feel about himself. He's a weakling. He's a coward right now. He hiding behind Felicia Thomas' skill tail. That's what he's doing and pushing she in the front and this little girl is so stupid. she falling right into each trap. But that's how we is. Get people to do your work for him because he can't do it. He's done. Talking about doing employment law. What employment law? What's in joke is it is a birth certificate, the only certificate. Yeah, what employment law you don't have masters or some bachelor in it. He not knowledge, he lying, he's a dance, he even go Cipriani. Because he's a Cipriani is for dummies. That's why he keep on selling nobody. Because he want nobody brighter than him. Because he know he's stupid. I calling him that this morning. Let him send pre-action protocol letter. Based on your track record and PSA, I could say you're dotish. I could say you're stupid. I could say you're a dictator. I could say you're a weakling. I could say you're an imp. Based on how you're running PSA. But don't worry, Golam, that was to be good. That's the longest rope of our end. And your end coming soon based on your behavior. Because God don't like ugly. And he said, he'll remove the wicked and the righteous will stand firm. So I going on the Bible. So don't say threatening, I going on the Bible because I like to quote Bible. Golam, the longest rope of our end. Because the righteous will stand firm and the weak will be removed. The wicked will be removed. I'm going from what the Bible says because I love Bible. Your imps, I hope you're listening. Your imps, I say so. Jennifer Frederick says so. You're the imps. I go on.
The views expressed are not necessarily the views of the management of the Street 919 FM.
I think what's there?
Caller, good morning.
Morning, Big Bruce.
morning.
Dominic! Bruce! Oyster Bruce slug out in sea last night?
Yeah, boy.
Watch me. We had to find a way to be violent to one another, boy. Watch me. The white man do a good job on we, brother. You only have cookouts. You only have some after school, spelling and maths classes. You hear slug out. Cough out. Hey, watch me. We had to find a way to brutalize one another. So slug out now when you get those now. Cough it out now. So we going back to the 70s and the 80s where we asking for instead of put on the guns. So it's a slug out now. We coughing out one another face now. Like that people going, hey Dominic, don't work up yourself too much, brother. Meanwhile, nobody know high standard. That culture of Tobago, brother, that is for the 65 and over. I have a friend in Tobago, the man of the Watson Duke of the youths, brother. Right? That's why he's trying to talk the language, he playing the Trinidad music, Bruce. And he behaving in that way. It has something in Tobago called grudge and jealousy. That one up here by me here. They don't even watch me. Let them hold the corner, I hold mine. You see, that's a big thing in Tobago. There's a lot of Tobagonians that envy and jealous Dr. Rowley. As much as they might see Dr. Rowley as a national, as one of their own Brucey, there's a big jealousy part with a lot of them. So, let Tobagonians do what they do and go and vote for the Watson Duke. Just because they hold on to a grudge that they hate the PNM and they hate anything called PNM. You remember Dr. Rowley, Dominic? Although he's a Tobagonian, he's under the structure of the People's National Movement, where he's a Trinidad-based, a leader that founded. And there are Tobagonians that hold a grudge towards that and a jealousy towards that. So, when you see he hold on to that post in Tobago, because I hear Bruce, he had youth. So I wouldn't be surprised wherever it's to be. Sometimes, and me who know Tobago, I know higher standard again. The days with Mr. Crosby and Mr. Archer and them, from what I heard, and what Tobagonians have changed. Young people is a different Tobago, a different culture. The older heads, they will hold on to the traditions and the principle and whatever. When you see them youths and them like a rudderless ship in the harbor, brother. So, let them go long, and do what they had to do. The country going to run, and sometime in life, Bruce, your mother always tell you, you only playing with fire, pushing you, you gotta get burned and feel the pain. And then when they feel the pain, don't run back for no rescue mission, or they take what they get, because that is one of their son, because I can understand, when they see a man who only about himself, who has no kind of educational background, who has no structure, no nothing, no accountability, no nothing, or they want to choose that man, as much as all they might have all their differences with Tracy, or they going to choose that man over a party and the people within 6 Let them go long. So Bruce boy, Bruce Dominic, which party boxing matches later, boy? Just pull the rope on them and let me go and slug it out now. Dominic, no hitting below the belt there. Write the rules.
The only slugging I do it is funny.
You understand?
I don't think no lash. I good.
Oh, God.
Inside Bruce?
No, I ain't see him show up yet. I ain't seen nothing here. I ain't see come up yet.
Okay.
Message a man, find out if he got the link now.
Well, I know he listened. He said that the person that they're on the inside, I don't know.
No, I ain't seen Dominic, look here, boy.
Who's that? Central?
I think so. Caller, good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Dominic and Bruce.
Morning, Central, morning.
Right, Dominic,
Yeah.
I hear you saying the PDP,
Yes, sir.
they have no accountability. Well, I would like to say the same thing for the PNM run THA. How many times did they not present their account for auditing by the Auditor General? And Dominic, you keep talking about this waterfront. I can tell you all them students and them who did well in the common entrance, and all them students who are going to do well in the CSEC and CAPE that is coming out in October, their children and grandchildren were part of the waterfront ilk. You all have a nice day.
Dominic, I tell you, talk about waterfront ilk, you see, you touch a nerve.
Well, I would hope, Bruce, that there is truth to what Central is saying, that the children and the grandchildren of the waterfront ilk. I notice he doesn't say that is the people who are the waterfront who will be, excelling. It's the children and grandchildren. And I would like to think the reason why that is that when you show them that video, and these children are like, nah, serious? Look, let me go and read my book and study my work. Yeah? I don't want to end up in a video like that. I can't end up at the waterfront like that. No. Oh gosh, boy. Mommy, you do that. Daddy, you do that. Nah, man.
I'm a caller morning.
Why that man don't leave you alone? Mommy, you reach to the waterfront and you don't know what you reach there for, mommy? Central, leave this man alone.
Oh, good.
Central, this man been baptizing you for the past 3 weeks. Come on, Central. Why don't you just give up? Because you know why? Dominic morning, Bruce Wayne morning, Trinidad and Tobago good morning. Male Guru just called my male Guru, grandmother in Tobago, mother, everybody good morning. Trinidad and Tobago good morning. And good morning to the Honorable Dr. Keith Christopher Rowley and Mrs. Rowley. You know something, Dominic? After hearing, imagine there was a committee, and I will keep saying this, Anna Roberts was supposed to appear before a committee for saying some kind of derogatory remarks on his Douglas politics against the President of the Senate. He was drawn before a disciplinary committee. The man sent a letter from his lawyer stating that he don't want to come because he have asthma and because of the pandemic. And he went all around otherwise. And I heard 2 independent senators. The man who was on the radio, Paul Richard, and the half-Chinese gentleman, lashed that man and lashed the opposition for 6 times 6. And these people still, after all you sit down in the parliament, and here these 2 independent senators make that statement for the opposition, Dominic, well, they must take a look at that. And they still had this testicular fortitude, and they couldn't respond to none of them, They respond to none. They still had the testicular fortitude to stand up. I saw the Prime Minister with the extension of the SOE, and saw this one really embarrassing. Lash all over. I saw the Attorney General come and lash them. These people have no. Just like Central, they have nothing, Dominic. They are just going along base. Imagine we had children went to school under common entrance, sit down, come back. You know something, I forget what I call for, Central make me forget. Because I see they talking all the talk. I see 2 bears get the pandemic, get the virus. Yes, 2 bears in a zoo. get the virus, and they still have Trinbagonians here going along a particular road, gentlemen. We, fellas, I forget what Central make me. Central, go and sleep now. Dominic baptize you, bathe you, christen you. But you gotta get some stipend?
Yeah.
I have some bottles here to sell. Come and pick it up in my guide then. Enjoy the day.
I had a recent link for me now. But Central Totten and that waterfront ilk.
Yeah.
But Central, how many maxi loads of people only bring there? Well, I just Freudian slip. How many maxi loads only people only buy to come there? And only couldn't find one who know what they were debating in the parliament? Not one? Oh gosh, come now, man, Central. They talked about 5 people and nobody had a clue. Do you know what they're doing there? Just Miss Awai from Waiters Group 26 or wherever it is that we took up. You know what is the meaning? Well, we supporting she. Everything good.
Caller, good morning.
Bruce.
Oi. Morning.
Good morning to you and Dominic. Well, I surely liming on the promenade this morning. Dominic.
Yes, Bob.
Good morning to you, sir.
Morning.
Dominic, I know you doesn't miss nothing. Is it street police officer was charged yesterday? Am I right, sir?
Yes.
And for what?
Well, based on what I read, for trying to defraud the government because they were using
I know what it is
government
for, but I just want to hear you say it now, you understand me? And you see the kind of people they're charging, all right?
Good morning.
Dominic? Good morning to you and Dominic.
That's not. Bruce, you're just...
this morning. Bruce, want to get enough feedback?
Alright, I don't want to see my screen.
Hello?
Right,
Hello?
Go ahead.
Yes. Dominic, you see the kind of people they're charging, all right? Have a good look, Dominic. You all right, Dominic?
Yes.
Bruce, I gone right?
All right, then take care.
Recording on this computer.
Eric, have a look on your radio.
This I was the host again. I don't have to record it. Yeah.
Look on your radio, Eric.
Right. So Bruce, I just now, hold on. Right. So I just have a guest this morning. She's a retired police officer, and from time to time we use our platform to give persons an opportunity to air, any issues that they may be having, in the hope that perhaps one of our many listeners may be able to render some sort of assistance. And so this lady she's one of our ardent listeners, and she would have had some challenges with respect to, what is rightfully due to her. As a result of her service in the police, Trinidad and Tobago Police Service, and it's been a constant battle, and so I know that she would have spoken on I-95.5, and so I thought we would give her the opportunity to speak also on our platform here.
Yes.
As I said before, that the right authorities could perhaps hear and somebody could lend her some assistance. Good morning, Teresa. Hello?
Yes, no, they have to unmute the mic.
Yeah, Eric, unmute.
I think they're listening to us on the radio.
Probably.
Guys, don't listen to us on the radio, listen to us via the Zoom. So
yeah,
put back on the you can put back on the mic.
Yellow?
Yeah. It's still mute.
Hello?
Yes. Hello, morning.
Hello? Hello?
Yes, morning, you hearing us? Dominic.
Hello?
Yes.
Hello?
You can answer.
Hello?
Right. Hello, you hear
Hello?
me? Yes, you hear me?
You hear us?
Hello?
Yes, morning.
Hi, pleasant morning, Dominic.
Morning.
Pleasant morning to Bruce. I'm happy hearing you all.
Yeah, well, we introduced you already, so I would have just given a brief background as to the issue. So you could go ahead.
Okay, pleasant morning to the listeners to this station, 91.9 FM, and the wider public. You know, I always say that I first would like to give God, thanks for spare life, health and strength, because without Him, nothing is possible. So I want to thank God for that. And I also want to thank the management and staff of 91.9 for allowing me this opportunity to air a plight which I had endured in the Trinidad and Tobago Police Service / Special Reserve Police for the last 30 years. Are you hearing me, Dominic?
Loud and clear.
Good. Dominic, I joined the Special Reserve Police in 1986, and then I was absorbed into the Trinidad and Tobago Police Service in 2005. I spent 19 years with the Special Reserve Police and 13 years with the Trinidad and Tobago Police Service. Excuse me. I retired in 2018, and to this day, Dominic, I am yet to receive my pension, gratuity, among other things. Good. That I enjoyed during that period, which I'll explain later on. As a result, I'm having difficulties, challenges paying my mortgage, loans, insurance, policies, paying my bills, utility bills, such likes. Dominic, I have tried from pillar to post within this entity to have this matter sorted out. And it continues up to present as I'm speaking with you. I give this to the service 32 years, Dominic, of dedicated service. I give 32 years dedicated service to the people of this country. And unfortunately, that I retired as a police constable because of the atrocities that have been meted out to me within the police service. Dominic, just a bare embrace or just hug caused a lot of this situation to happen, in that I had adverse reports placed on my file. I was even charged internally, tribunal. I, came out successful there. Then I sustained severe injuries in a motor vehicle accident while on duty, and during that period, that is when the government or cabinet had initiated procedure for all special reserve police officers who pass the requirement to enter into the regular or the absolute. As a result of that, I received a letter to sign whether I'm still willing to join. That is after the accident, and as a result, number was allotted to me, a 15,000 number. Right, 15424, and I was home laid up for approximately, you can say 9 months. When I actually returned and recuperated and on completion of a medical by the police doctor, they were supposed to allow me to go through the process of absorption, which didn't happen until when I got there. They dismissed me when I returned to work. That is in 2000. The accident occurred, and I returned to work in 2001. And I was dismissed from the Special Reserve Police without even getting a hearing. My attorney filed an action in the High Court, which an order of certiorari in 2003 was ordered for the commissioner then to have me absorbed. I'm supposed to be treated like others, to reconsider his, what he did to me. It didn't happen until 2005, based on some information I received from a member of the public, and I went to headquarters and so on. I was asked, why I was here. He told me to come there and whatnot. And I just, said to them, well, God sent me. As a result, I didn't have the finance to go through it because my salary was stopped after I was involved in this accident on the job where I was pinned down in a vehicle. And member of the association, the Second Division Association, who loaned me the money, and I did the medical. As a result, I finally got through, and I went through the training in 2005. When I completed that training now, and I went to take the oath of office to get the number that was allotted to me among 202 SRPs at that time, I was given another number, and I spoke with them concerning it. Then I saw the former commissioner. He was then not commissioner but acting, and I spoke with him. I told him what transpired, and he said, no, your number was allotted to you. It was presumed. And I went back and they allowed me to sign the oath of office and took that 15,000 number, which goes with my year's service. And I was posted to a particular station in the Northeastern Division. Having gone there, a couple of days after, a message came via telephone from headquarters saying that the number that they had given me before, the 6926, that was actually given to someone else and was taken back from that person to give to me. And they said that it has since been corrected and my number now is 15424 and I must be called by that name. However, not too long after that, another message came from headquarters, telling me to give up the number and take the junior number, and I declined to do that. Having taken the oath, usually when you join the service, they'll give you a regimental number, your numeral, and they'll give you your police ID card. I have never received any of that. Even to the last day when I retired in 2018. I worked through the service without it. But I have been trying right through to speak with this 5 commissioner of police actually that passed through while I was going through that process. And I got no, assistance to have the matter, rectified. And I even sought the services of attorneys, senior counsel, one who charged me 120,000. I asked him if he can do it for bono. He declined. Then another senior counsel, Ms. Dana Sitaha, God bless her soul, she, in conjunction with another attorney, a junior attorney, they sent a pre-action protocol letter, and then the nice stuck with Ms. Sitaha, God bless her soul. And nothing happened again. And I continue along that path with different attorneys, sending, the pre-action protocol, Then a colleague, introduced me to another attorney, and that attorney actually referred me to 2 other attorneys. And they had a discussion with me. I paid them my last earnings, to do the matter. I told them, if they can file a constitutional matter, to have it resolved. And besides, in essence of doing that, they file application in the judicial review under the Information of Freedom Act. Although I had told them I had the documents that they needed, but for whatever reason they said they couldn't use it because of certain things on it. I said, okay. That matter went to court, High Court in 2018 and was returned in November of 2019. Where the court order goes to the Commissioner of Police. I never received, they never got the documents. Then, up to today, I haven't received that course that the court sent to the Commissioner to give to me. I'm still waiting on that. I tried to have an audience with the present leading commissioner. I couldn't get it. I also tried other means and other attorneys. I had a senior officer who was actually trying to assist me, to have the matter resolved. Nothing happened. Dominic, during my tenure in the service, I was like rostered under 5 different regimental numbers, 5 different ones. And when I actually, they sent and told me to proceed on leave. They didn't talk to me, actually, they talked to the person who was senior where I was working. And I told them that I am not going because I felt that I must be treated like the other officers when their period of retirement comes, to be served with a letter indicating the grounds and so on, and like my benefits and how much leave that I'm entitled to and so on. Good. And it's not until sometime after they sent an official message saying that I'm to proceed on leave. I had at that point in time over like 24 months service, vacation leave. I never got that, and even though I was, I went on retirement leave, I still tried engaging attorneys to assist me, and like when I get to them, they said yes, and then after is a whole like, when the appointment day come up is, another appointment day, and it was frustrating and I've been worn out and stressed and whatnot. I ask the public to bear with me because it's really having me emotional at times. Anytime I have to visit, it's taking a toll on my body immensely, And today, Dominic, I like I said, I haven't received any benefits. Dominic, I haven't received my overtime claim that I had put in while I was there from 2015 to 16. Dominic, even promotion, Dominic, I had written, I was encouraged to write the promotion exam, although I was dismissed on the civil address return. The senior person told me just try it. And I tried it. Dominic, I went to Service Commission. They said they have no report where I wrote that exam. Even the register I signed, they have no indication or anything where I signed this register. So I cannot get any redress to settle this situation. I have mortgage to pay, like I said, these other things. My 97-year-old mother who I'm taking care of is who I rely on other relatives, friends, neighbors, to assist me in this situation. Every single thing that they try, adverse report, accident, stole the item of kits from me, and I just continue to pray and ask God to strengthen me through this moment, which He did. But now, everything is just crashed because I can't get any money, any form of income to take care of, my personal issues and whatnot at home, as, one will know. Sorry about that, Dominic. I just had to, Dominic, even I went quite recently, 2 months ago, to headquarters by another officer trying to assist me to see if I can still get the matter sorted out. I spoke with a senior officer there, and he put me on to the person that he felt, could probably give me some assistance. And the person said, well, they had done everything needful in order for me to receive the gratuity and pension and all these things that they allotted me. They even said the dismissal that I had from the job, that they will solve that. They will pay me for the dismissal, they will pay me and you for the vacation leave that acquired, they will pay me my overtime claim. And the only thing is that they cannot give me the number that I, should have, which goes with my year's service, and I question it, and as a result of that, nobody in headquarters, wants to say, well, look, pay this lady under the senior number so she can have her thing done. Everything else was put in place, even the year's service in the Special Reserve Police that should have been transferred as according to the court order, and I placed in the correct salary range. So this situation would have been easily rectified. It has not been done. They have not transferred my year's service. An individual said to me that I only have 5 service. I don't know if you can work the math for me, Dominic, as an accountant. If I am it was in the service from 1986 and I retire in having been absorbed in 2018, how could it be it's only 5 years service that I could have, And I continue to press on, Dominic. Today, I recently got another attorney who is actually willing to assist me, But because of what had happened with the other two attorneys who have paid the money and they did not file the action as I asked, and it becomes a little difficult for him to, to actually file the matter, at this present time. He has to do a lot of paperwork and so forth, Right. So I am just pleading and asking the persons in authority in the police service to finally have these matters addressed, because I'm suffering, Dominic. I have to rely on people to help me. I have to rely on the church to help me. Dominic, this period there, Dominic, I'm a single parent, and I ate doubles, Dominic, until I don't even want to see doubles. Dominic, it's doubles. It's tea that my son and myself had doubles, Dominic. And this is really putting a lot of stress on me, Dominic, and I really don't know how to turn and how to treat with this, and so I can take care of my business. I'm not looking for pity from anyone. It is embarrassing for me, having given these 32 years, and I have to go through it, and it was dedicated. Dominic, even today, people will still call me, officers will still call me to ask me certain things, pertaining to their function, the duty, and so on, because of the experience that I have. And, even my formal appraisal that you did for me, Dominic, from 2005 to 2016, because they were told not to do any formal appraisal on me again from that period. All my formal appraisals, Dominic, were ones. And you were telling me the junior officers, probationers who I have trained and whatnot under me, they got a particular year, a better grade on myself until I queried it. How could it be? How could the student be greater than the teacher at that point in time? So I'm just saying the atrocities that I went through. And all of this, Dominic, because of someone who just embraced me, and welcomed me into the service, someone who knew me as a child, and all these things started happening to me, the adverse reports on my file among all different things, Dominic, So I just want to...
I helped you at all?
Pardon me?
Police social welfare, they did anything to assist you?
Well, in the initial stages, when I actually got into the accident in 2000 and I was dismissed, they assisted me by getting an attorney to do that matter, and that is how it came through the High Court, and the order of security was made out for them to reconsider and allow me to join. And in addition to that, they were supposed to transfer my service and adjust my salary and so forth. That was never done. My year service did never transfer my year service, And like I said, it's like work through the police service like a civilian in uniform. When I have to go out there to do inquiries, I have to have other officers to use their ID to identify themselves and to introduce me. And even in the courts, Dominic, I went to courts and I used the same senior number that was allotted to me, the 15,000 number. And a certain, magistrate who was sitting, she asked me for my numeral, and I asked if I could speak with her after, which I did. And, apparently she knew or heard about the situation and didn't know it was me. And I was recorded in the court, the low court and the high court, using the said number. I was even paid once over time on the said number. And today, this is what causing all this confusion that I cannot have this situation settled. I cannot have a junior number having worked in the service 32 years, with 2 years part-time and 30 years full-time, and transferred, and cannot get my benefits. So I need to air this, and that someone who is listening can have this matter resolved.
Right.
So I don't know what else to do, Dominic. I don't know. I'm suffering. Dominic, I'm shaking. I can't even continue going to the doctor to seek medical attention, Dominic, because I don't have the funds. People, and relatives assist me to pay. I don't have it. So I'm just here trying to see what I can do with having my relatives and other persons helping me. And then, as I say, my 97-year-old mom is who I rely on, pension, and that she's getting to help me through another relatives.
Right.
I went so far, Dominic, to even the Equal Opportunity Commission to get this addressed, and they said to me they cannot address this because an order was made, and the attorney has to put the matter before the court because, you know, the commissioner at that time had failed to do what the court had ordered. I couldn't get that done, Dominic. I don't know what else is there for me that I can do. I'm just praying and hoping that the lawyer that presently come on board, you know, God give him the strength to help me and understand my situation, because I took out my last set of money, as I said, give these two attorneys, they filed this Information of Freedom Act, and they left the matter, you know, hanging, you know. And when I spoke to them over a year, she told me that she and the other attorney, they have since separated and gone different ways. Lo and behold, wasn't until like a couple of days after I saw the same set of attorney together file a matter for a particular individual, you know, against the state, you know. And I'm just like, did these people actually think they fooled me by just filing this matter? When I asked them back for a portion of the money, they are telling me that I still owe them because it's $60,000 they charged me. For what, Dominic?
Yeah.
You know, why people take advantage of people like that?
Yeah.
You know? So, I don't know. I'm here today just praying and asking God that, you know, if something can happen, you know, to rectify all these injustices that have been meted out to me during the full 30 years service.
Well, the ad set is coming up, Teresa, but I want to thank you for sharing your story with us this morning.
Yeah.
And I can tell you there are persons who are listening and who've already reached out to me to get your number. So certainly you could look forward to somebody contacting you, and hopefully this matter would be resolved soon, because you've endured for far too long. And I mean, you know, it's not right that it could impact your financial independence like that. So
yes. Yeah. I want to thank you again and thank IP 91.9 for allowing me the opportunity to air the flight and, you know, my frustration for that I've been going through. Thank you again, and God bless you all.
You too.
Okay, thanks, Dominic.
Take care.
So guys, we go to the... Yeah, right here.
Alright.
Yeah. So we go into the break now, and we'll be right back. So keep it locked.
you experiencing loss of vision, or are your glasses broken? At Value Optical, we're open, and we're here to help. You can have your urgent eyeglasses in 3 days with packages starting at $695. When you visit us, be mindful of the 3 W's. Wear your mask, wash your hands, and watch your distance. Please call us toll-free 800-2020 for expert advice on your vision needs or to book your appointment. Value Optical, caring for your eyes.
Looking for a safe and relaxed professional massage therapist and nutritionist? Look no further. Nature's Touch with Empress Judy and Associates offers a natural approach to better health. Treat yourself to a professional massage therapy and nutrition advice in a safe and relaxed atmosphere. Rejuvenate your body, mind, and soul at Nature's Touch Therapy. For an appointment, please call or WhatsApp 1-868-398-8282 or visit our Facebook page. Remember, your health is our responsibility at Nature's Touch.
Simpson's Memorial Limited, number 63 Eastern Main Road, Laventille. Internationally accredited funeral directors and embalmers. A full-service funeral home serving families of Trinidad and Tobago and internationally since 1945. At Simpson's Memorial Limited, we serve with dignity in assisting families in honoring the memory of their loved ones. Our services include professional funeral and pre-planning, burials and cremation, custom-built and imported caskets, coffins and cremation trays, cemetery management, limousines, mourners cars, grief counseling, web streaming of funerals, fully air-conditioned chapel with live musical accompaniment, full global shipping and receiving of loved ones. We specialize in facial restorations. Call us anytime, day or night, at 623-8688. That number again is 623-8688. Simpsons Memorial Limited. Superior service, always with excellence.
Take me to the king. I don't have much to bring.
Hey, you keeping safe? I hope so. I don't really know what will happen when everything will back up, but the line had to go on. But in the meantime, just come online with the live wire. I'm on the Street 919 FM every Saturday from 5 to 8 p.m. Or you could check us out on the live on Facebook at the Street 919 FM or on YouTube at Street TV. Don't forget to share the live. That might just be as important as you keeping safe. So mask up, sanitize, tune in to the Street 919 FM, live on the live wire, Saturday afternoons, 5 to 8 p.m. Don't worry, I gotta be home in time for the curfew. Keep safe.
This is the voice of the PNM. On Tuesday, September 14th at 7 p.m., tune into all major TV and radio stations, PNM's Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube channel. We'll be coming to you live from Diego Martin, feature address by Dr. Keith Rowley, and a powerful lineup of speakers. On Tuesday, September 14th at 7 p.m., tune in, click, like, and share. Rate is the PNM.
Yo, it's more mega, more chances, more money, more fun. With the mega bonus ball, win 35 to 1. Playways giving you more mega for your money. Win 35 to 1 and win mega payouts daily. Now you can win 35 to 1 in every Playway Mega Mix draw if the mega bonus ball calls. That means even more chances to win when you play any of the mega mix options. Hey, it's more mega, more cash, more ways to win. Playway Mega bonus ball, unleash your winner within. Players must be 18 years and over. Please play responsibly.
Turn your lights down low and listen to the Master's Radio.
The Church of the Firstborn Assembly Miracle Center of number 399 Eastern Main Road, Waiko in San Luis Grande is pleased to present Pastors Morris and Agnes Johnson and guests on Sundays, Tuesdays, and Wednesdays. Sundays, Ministry of Worship Children's Hour and the Word from 1 to 6 p.m. Tuesdays, see Jesus in every book of the Bible from Genesis to Revelation from 9 p.m. to 12 midnight. Wednesdays, we deal with current affairs from a biblical perspective from 9 p.m. to 12 midnight. Tell your neighbors, tell your friends, tell everyone. For further information, visit with us at www.churchofthefirstbornassembly.org. Facebook, email us at church668hope@gmail.com or call us at 753-1113 or 236-7271. Your free will gifts and offerings will be greatly appreciated. Account number 795222 at the First Citizens Bank.
Police, Gade, Officer Best Price here. Johnny Q Auto Parts Division? Yes, sir. I'm here to investigate an assault on batteries. Excuse me, sir? Is it true? You have batteries selling for $488? Yes. Power Master, Optima, Vata, and Megastar batteries. So I could buy a battery for $488? Yes, sir. For cars, trucks, and boats. Backed and distributed by Massey Automotive. Which part? Right here at Johnny Q Hardware and Auto Parts Division, 15 Arrowbita Avenue, Woodbrook. And our new Johnny Q Superstore, located at Lowlands Mall off Claude Noel Highway in Tobago. You could call 60 Tools. Alright, thanks, boss. Nama. Ronnie, do you have $488 to lend, man?
Playing together, liming together, sharing together. Those moments will be ours again. At First Citizens, we believe that together we can get through these challenging times. Now, we are making it easier for you to get a loan that will help ease your burden. You can ask for longer repayment terms or consolidate your current loan payments into one affordable monthly installment. It's all meant to make it easier on you. Let us start the conversation today. Visit our website or email us at loans@firstcitizenstt.com. We're in this together. First Citizens, we put you first.
The Street 91.9 FM brings you today's tips to improve your financial literacy. Improving your financial literacy is a never-ending endeavor that needs to be prioritized. As you work on improving your financial literacy, it's important to continue your momentum. Here are your tips. Pay attention to your fees. Understanding the fee structure and the amount you have been paying on a monthly or even annual basis in regards to fees associated with financial services is extremely important. Account service fees, annual financial planning service fees, investment account management fees, you name it. If you haven't reviewed and audited your fees yet, I recommend that you sit down and make this a priority. That was your financial tip brought to you by the Street 91.9 FM.
This is the Street 919 FM COVID-19 updates. In case you missed it, the latest COVID positive cases in TNT as of September 13th, 2021 stands at new positive cases 78, total active cases 3,827, total recovered patients 42,000. Total positive cases for COVID-19 as of March 2020 to present, 47,208. Follow the Ministry of Health COVID-19 protocols. Wear your mask, sanitize, social distance, and avoid gatherings. A message from the Street 919 FM.
Share the live. Share the live. The Street 919 FM on Facebook and Instagram. Share the live. Iowa George on Instagram. Share the live. Iowa TV and Street TV on YouTube. Share the live. The Street 919 FM.
Yo, this is your boy Ziggy Rankin, and right now you're listening to the Titans of Democracy. You don't know. Real talk.
So welcome back. Just a bit of information for you. Value Optical wishes to advise the public that all 13 branches will now be open full-time to provide expert eye care services to you. All our regular services are now available. For your safety, we continue to practice established health and safety protocols, and we recommend that you make an appointment for all testing services. Please call us at 225-4865 or toll-free 800-2020 for all inquiries on opening hours, eye testing availability, and how we can assist your eye care needs. Value Optical, caring for your eyes. For all your hardware building materials, auto parts, small tool rentals, pets and pet supplies, gravel and sand, don't forget PowerMaster, Optima Vart and Megastar batteries starting from $488, and it's all at Johnny Q, number 15 Arpita Avenue, Woodbrook, and our new Johnny Q Superstore in Lowlands Mall, Tobago off Claude Noel Highway. Just call 632s. And guys, at this time I will be doing an unusual special request, or should I say happy anniversary to our very own Nigel and Marcia, celebrating 23 years today, and I'm going to do just a piece of this for you.
Tell just anything. You always lend a hand. You make me understand. And darling, I know why. My darling, I know why. You are what love is.
So happy anniversary to Nigel and Marcia, celebrating 23 years today. Happy anniversary, guys. Know you're going to enjoy the day today. So guys, also remember at 8:40 coming up today, this morning, we have our Playway Pick of the Day. Marcia morning. Our Playway Pick of the Day, it comes up at 8:40 a.m. So Dominic, we're back inside.
Nice and happy anniversary to Deadly Folks, Nigel and Marissa. How many years, Bruce?
23 years.
Oh wow. Wow. Well, and here's to 46 more.
Yes.
yes. They were with Divine Echoes, yes?
Yep, they were the lead singers.
Right. Excellent band.
Yep.
That unfortunately fell victim to the People's Partnership out of spite, vindictiveness, and nastiness.
Right.
Even when the people asked for the to get the equipment,
the
musical instruments, they had an issue with that too. All because it was Mr. Manning's brainchild. You see, but people want to talk about bad governance under the PNM. 20 years of poor governance or bad governance in Tobago. What is bad governance? Really? You want to talk about 20 years of bad governance under the PNM in Tobago, and the only thing you could talk about is a zip line of recent vintage, and the zip line as narrated by Watson Duke and Fali Augustine. And then you can't tell me why it is Watson Duke didn't want the Auditor General to come to Tobago to clear up the misconceptions that he was spreading. What you come into Trinidad for? I'll make your life a living hell. Yeah, right? Don't come and talk the truth. And if you're there to take the plane or the boat and come up to Tobago to come to explain anything, you don't. Why say you don't say what you had to say already? Shut your mouth.
Yep.
Shut your mouth. I will make your life a living hell. But our friend there who was commenting on under the thing, he's okay with that.
Of course.
We don't want clarification. Just go with the flow. And that's all he wants. And as if he will lie in little things, he has no issues lying in the big things. But go ahead. Some people has had a burn to learn. So you had 20 years of bad governance under the PNM, notwithstanding, but you all kept voting for them every 4 years. 5 times. Brought them back into office, right? Okay? And then the same thing they like to say about the overall PNM, but yet still the PNM had unbroken rule for 30 years. But that was bad governance. And you all complained, but yet still the PNM, of all the political parties, has served the longest. That's why Dr. Rowley got a second term, but it's bad governance. And what is good governance? Well, they can't tell us. Yeah, well, all right. Well, sure. Well, you all could show us PDP style. Get them 20 years too, as Fali say. You know, it's always a 20-year cycle. So the NAR had 20 years and then they pay them at 20 and now it's PDP time. They'll get the PDP the 20 years and show us what good governance is.
Of course.
Right.
Of course. This is really the PDP, eh?
You go ahead and open the lines.
Have a caller here. Caller, good morning.
Good morning.
Morning, darling, morning.
I'm Lucille.
Oui.
How are you doing here?
We good. How are you doing?
I did.
Nice.
You hear? I want to know if all your playing any play time ready yet?
No, not yet, darling.
All right. So I just want to shout out from Sharon, Mommy Sauce, Shak Lady, Manu, and the Titan.
Yes.
Okay, I'll call back later.
All right, darling, no problem.
You have a blessed day.
You too, take care. Caller, good morning.
Morning, Bruce.
Morning, mother.
Dominic,
Morning.
Sharon, everyone else, good morning. Bruce, I heard the lady who spoke about her demise there. I don't know if she wants to take my advice. I don't know if she spoke that she went to the pension division. She worked, let her go to the pension division and let them tell her what is there for her and if her pension recorded in the office. Now, this one will take her some time. Each division where she worked, let her go into the office and ask them for a copy of her pension and leave record. They have it there because if you go on vacation, all those things are going to be recorded on it. Your sick leave, your money, whatever it is, an increment and everything. And I'm telling her, my experience wasn't that. It was very good for me because I retired 55. And the year 1995, when I retired in June, the last day I worked, in July, I got my pension and I got my gratuity because I got copies. I went into the office to get a copy of my pension and leave record. I discovered where there was discrepancies. I drew their attention to it, and they also got it fixed. It has a part, if you go to maternity leave, you will have, although they know you are wrong, you didn't go on maternity leave, they may not fill it out. Pension and leave, when they get it in Trinidad, they are going to send it back for them to put in the word NIL. So that is to tell you how people things are being kept back. So if you don't have a copy, every 3 years, go in and get a copy. And coming up to the year that you know you're retiring, you get it and you have it there. I have mine home here up to now. Okay?
Yeah.
So lady, go pension and leave and see what record they have. If they have whatever going to different offices where you work, let them give you a record of the period of time you work and you use that to get your money. Okay then.
Thank you,
Bye.
mother.
That's my advice.
Yes.
I have mine home here.
Caller, good morning.
Morning, sir. Morning to the Dominic. Morning to the world. Morning to Trinidad
Morning.
and Tobago. 91.9.
Morning.
Executives, everybody. Morning to you all. Let me get to the point. This lady works in a governmental division, and she's supposed to be linked up with TSA. Where's TSA in all of this? Thank you.
Okay. Caller, good morning.
Hey, good morning.
Morning.
I don't think the police have a union such as PSA, so I don't know what that gentleman is talking about. But the first problem I detected with that whole situation is police having several numbers. I was only made aware of that yesterday. Day before, actually, I was talking to a police officer and she was telling me that her batch come back in the work and she got a new number. And I'm like, what craziness is that? You know what kind of disaster for when time to retire and you have two different numbers, how to check up your service? And I always boast that the regiment is a perfect institution. You can leave the regiment 3 times. When you come back, you get your same number. At the end of your tenure, there's one number we have to check and one amount of service we have to check. So that's the first place that the whole disaster started from. So maybe the present acting commissioner needs to fix them kind of problems instead of giving out $1 million FUS and stuff. undeserving people and payments and saying their life at risk. And Alexander on every evening telling me how this police service so great. And you have police going on social media pleading the plight, saying that nobody can call them, they're sick and nobody can call them. You have police going on the radio and talking about all the problems with the money and the pension and the gratuity and the lump sum. And you on TV every evening at 655, they're boasting about the police service so great. Right? So my heart goes out to the woman. I hope she gets her stuff sorted out and she gets some money, that she could continue her life in tranquility. Yeah. And but the first problem is that numbering system. They cannot be, if you leave work and you come back or you migrate over, you can't be having 2 and 3 numbers. You want that you have 3 numbers, you know what kind of disaster is that for them accountants and them to check from one number to what date to date, and oh my God. And it still shouldn't take all these amounts of years that she says she lives the service. Right?
Yeah.
So, and when pension time comes around now, and because she doesn't sound like a very old woman, so she still have pension time to come around to check pension contributions. That is another disaster that she's going to have to face. So the advice you want to give us correct. Go and make sure all your pension contributions is inside. So when that time comes to 65, you have all your pension contributions registered. You understand?
Yeah.
So that's going to be another disaster come 65. Alright? Have a good one.
Yeah, man. Take care. Thanks for the info. Caller, good morning.
Good morning, Lucy.
Good morning, 1285. How are you this morning?
I'm putting it on talent this morning. Good morning, Dominic.
Alistair.
Where's Dominic?
Dominic right here.
Morning.
I want to tell you how you do this. You're the air that I breathe. You're the sun in my sky. You're what love is. You're the song that I sing, and I'll do everything, baby, just for you. 'Cause you are what love is. I want you to sing it for Marissa and Nigel. Don't play no song, sing it for them.
Easy.
I know that.
I played the song already. You stay right here.
I want you to sing it. Don't play it. Is Marissa and Nigel singing that?
Yes.
That means, okay, I want that, eh? Right. I want to say good morning to my title, Mr. Malcolm, Miss Gemma, Miss Angie, Miss Thomas, Miss Adamano, good morning. Mother Tana Puna, Mora, Miss Gloria, the visually impaired, of Special Friends of the Titan, Miss Monica Paul, and the Queen of the Titan, Sharon Smith, and my educational officer, Mr. Chan. I look forward and I listening. I'm paying you to sing that, eh?
I ain't taking that money.
I do have a lot of that. You will have a blessed day.
You too, darling. Take care. Yes, and that version of You Are What Love Is was sung by Nigel and Mercia. So that is just a true talent. Dominic, I ain't hearing you.
The caller want to hear your cover.
No.
Your personal cover.
1285 again, me said, no way. Nigel boy, they ain't going to get me to spoil that at all.
You do it for Sharon should have paid.
This is one song. I tell you, Sharon, I can't make them notes. Caller, good morning.
Hi, morning.
Morning.
Well, I'm now passing from the waterfront and something crossed my mind with the waterfront ilk. But everything is a class system. So the waterfront ilk is not the ones that will do well in exam. Central has to know that because I just go by a mechanic. The mechanic tell me he have a price. And the mechanic's son price. So he has asking advice on what to do. So I tell him, well, he was going to mechanical engineering because he was involved in sciences and things.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the man pundit tell him, you can't do that. The boy destiny is to become a mechanic like you and take over your shop. So education is not for the waterfront ilk. It's for selected few because that's what the system teach them. That's all I have to say.
Interesting.
You're the song that I
Caller, good morning.
Lord, you stand by me through thick and thin. Tell me the better you want to hear? You mash up anyway, let me don't get into that. Morning 12:35. Well, Dominic and that lady, the officer there, the past officer.
Yeah.
I think all she's supposed to do is to go to NS and found that they were taking out her NS from her pay and all these things, and it will go up. But I say the police service, in payroll and things, there are some people working there, 70 and 75 years old, still working there, dealing with pay and all kind of things. So some of them brain will be shut down and all kind of things, you know. They are the same always from long time ago. I believe that they should, from the time you reach 65, okay, well, you could take somebody a little job for a year and think the young fellas who come in, teach them a job for the job for a year also and how to handle situations and things. But when you reach a certain age, get out the police service and let the young people come in and get jobs because they say young people ain't getting jobs. But they have old people there, they're getting a pension, they get a gratuity and things like that, but they're still there. What are they doing there still? I don't know how that working there still. In the accounts department or whatever. When you reach a certain age, you retire. Okay, you can come back for about a year or so to teach you fellas how to handle it in the ears and the nose and whatnot, how they start swallow hole and stuff like that. But it's time that they move away from there and give young people a job. I know what they're talking about. So, people, Jan the Big Girlfriend morning, and to Miss Gina Victory, good morning to you. So, love the friend to be going to give somebody something and they say nothing at all about it. Thank you.
Good morning, man.
Caller, good morning.
Good morning, Dominic and JC.
Morning.
Man, oh man, good morning. Since you call it first time I tried to call in and you only calling back. Man, oh, behave yourself. Good morning, Maurice and Nigel. Good morning, Sharon Felix. Good morning, Mr. Chance. Oh, God. Since Manu called morning this morning, 12:85. So she, good morning to you, sweetheart. Manu, good morning too. I want to call back this phone so long. Oh, people are that tired, you know. Good morning, people. What are you doing over there? What are you doing?
We day cool, mother. How you
when
going?
When are you hearing that lady sing? One fellow here, she's singing, I don't making shot and see because all them know I waiting online. I want to get you one time, wait until you have the call, then you call back the second time. Like, oh God, not nice. You see?
Yes,
I know you guys want to tell them that, but I could tell them for you. God, man, oh man, it's too long. Mind your child. The boy said I was going to mind the children and the twins go over there. Good morning, because I don't know mother love for you. And I lie down here waiting. And once I get a little coffee in the morning, and I will just feel so good, huh? Then I have some pain on me. So, when every time I to do for crumbs, the boy. This garbage is coming and they're killing my boy. Look what I'm out and that's all I have right talking to me right now, you know, in my mouth. Oh, God. I'm doing Francis still outside now. Dominic?
Yes, just.
Yes, mother.
Oh, Lord.
Remember this have a little delay, mother?
Oh, right, let me go. When people got
I talked to him last night. He's still out. He's coming back next week.
Oh, when we get all around, there is one to pass you by. And now, reading up on that to say when it's telling the young people, all them must appreciate the older folks because there is where lies the wisdom.
True.
You understand? In the old people, the wisdom lies, so them cherish them. Are you reading that, you know? Oh, Lord, I'm going.
Yes, mother, take care. Caller, good morning.
Good morning, Bruce.
Morning,
Good morning,
Zena.
Dominic. We're here. What?
Morning.
I say, well, something wrong with my phone. Oh God, I don't get all this so earlier when it's you and Dominic alone. When Sharon there, just call her number too. Oh God, Bruce, so they got to get more lines in there.
Good.
Anyhow, yeah, and I was trying to get in all the time. I'm trying to get in to tell, even when you play the tune for the couple, I wanted to tell you when the 1285 challenge, I wanted to tell you, man, I'm going to call and sing. You know, you like, but I didn't get it before him. Morning, man. Oh my God. Here now, I listened to the plight of the ex-police lady.
Yeah.
And it is very sad for a service that you think would be efficient enough. What is the problem? I kind of not understanding what is the mix-up with the number. And if there is a mix-up and they give somebody and the two of them have it, they have to clarify it is either the same number A and that same number B.
Yeah.
And make a clear difference. But I think maybe her main, what's coming in the mix there is going to the lawyers. I felt if she had dealt direct with the what is the police service commission for? Only to appoint a commissioner? Or for complaints as well, like for that. And then you have the police complaints authority.
Yeah.
So I can't realize why she reached to the lawyer part, because a lot of them is just to take your money. What I'm saying, what Ms. Crosby said is right. That is what she should have done. And let me tell you, I'm not hearing anything about NIS. If you're working, they must deduct NIS. And what she needs to do is to check NIS too and make sure that her deduction was going to NIS, because she can't be working and not paid NIS. So at least even if the pension is still to be sorted out, she could get her NIS once she reached the age. If she passed 60, she could get her NIS deductions, providing that they are in order. So what she has to do, even with the NIS, if it's not in order, has to give her copies of the pay sheets from whenever. They have to do a list for her, stating every month what she paid to NIS, and she have a lot of work to do. And instead of going to the lawyers, miss, deal direct with your department and deal with payroll and let them give you copies of all your payments, your deductions to NIS, and deal with the pensions, the police pension division. Something not right somewhere. You cannot work and not get paid. Too many people in this country scam governments out of money that they didn't work for. And for you to work all those years and don't get a pension, it grieving me and all to hear that, Miss Lady. Something went wrong somewhere. So forget the headache and running up and down behind lawyers. You go to the department where you were receiving your money. And even if they didn't pay you for a period you were sick, and they even want to count it as no pay leave, that is, you have to deal direct with your department. Some lawyers running on them, and they go wait for them to give them a readout of what transpired. And all between that time, nobody ain't doing nothing. Go direct and walk your business through, step by step. Thank you.
Thank you, Zeno.
Yeah.
Caller, good morning.
I'm on again, and Dominic. I too want to send out a happy wedding anniversary to Nigel and Mauricia and wish them many more years of happiness. Marriage is not a walk in the park, but you take the bruises, you take the good times, you take everything in one. And once you have that commitment and communication between both parties, that is what is really important, that communication and that understanding. it's a give and take. It's not 50. It's 50-50, it's not 60-40. You always must reach at a level of equality within the relationship where you could speak about anything. Having said that, I just want to put something out there for public officers or civil servants, as we call them. I need you all to ask Watson Solomon whether or not there's wage proposal before the periods 2014-16, 2017-19, and 2020-22. And you will not be surprised to know there may not be anything. So when he's out there parading and he has his minions and them now taking out pictures with these coats they have and dress up in suits and all that, the coats that makes no sense, and saying that the government is the one who paid all the salary, ask them about all the negotiations. They're not being truthful. If there's no proposal by the union in front of the CPO, no wage proposal, the government, as they say, can't do nothing about it. When it is before the CPO, it is debated upon, they worked it out, they iron it out, they trash it out, whatever it is, and then it's sent to the Minister of Finance. From there, they will look it over, whatever it is, and once it is in pleasing to both sides and there's understanding, it goes back to the CPO and then a wage percentage is offered. If there's nothing before the CPO, there's nothing to give. So ask Watson Group that. So when all they sit down, they're not coming out and making all their voices be heard. And once other people only doing the talking and making the noise, all they sit down there, we're still working on 2013 salary, and this man living nice off of we money. And whether you're paying your dues or not, is irrelevant in a certain way, and I'll tell you why. Because PSA is the bargaining unit for all public officers. So whether you're a PSA paying member, you're not, whatever PSA go and sit down and negotiate for the paying members, all public officers does get it. So at the end of the day, it's affecting all public officers. So let's sit down there and don't mind all the business and get caught up in I like this one, I don't like this one. And we getting paid on 2013 salary because there's no wage proposal before the CPO. Why he don't want to sit down in front of the military man? But he's so going in front of the female CPO, jump on she desk, call the nice lady, all kind of dirty things and so all kind of nonsense. But you know he went and sit down with a man, oh, you know why? He's afraid man. But he could wash him out and woman. Ask him why. People in Tobago, public officers in Tobago, when all they're marching up and down with him under PDP, I love him. Ask him why all they're still working on 2013 salary and ask him if he have any proposal before the CPO since 2014 and all they will see the answer. Thank you all again, Bruce. Bye.
Thank you. So guys, we have our play pick of the day coming up in about how much for about 3 to 4 minutes time. Yes. Caller, good morning.
Good morning again, Bruce.
Hey, big brother.
Good morning. Dominic, property tax have came up again, right? The word out in the media that the people that encouraging people that there's the wrong timing for property tax. And every time property tax come up, they keep moving the goalposts talking about rent assessment board. Could you educate us on this rent assessment board that people keep throwing? Because when properties is valuated, we will have people who have a proper idea of database driven that what basically landlords should charge for the rent. Because poor people keep using poor people as mouthpieces to keep talking about this rent assessment board. Dominic, I wish that they could, educate us along that line because I'm fed up with ignorance and this kind of noise in my head. People talking about things and they don't know. What is the remit of the rent assessment board? Why doesn't have teeth? From what I think that for that to get teeth, there must be a constitutional majority of the government to strengthen that board. Right? That is one, because people keep talking about what is the right, and property tax supposed to be an incremental basis on what I study is supposed to deal with the manufacturing and the industrial parts first. Then they come down to agriculture, then they come down to residential. What is going on right now is people that registering their property. Payments has not started yet. Is that people furnishing Brucey, getting all the documents together to register with NID or whatever before November. It's not that property tax will be collected. A date probably has to become with that. So you see all this sort of misinformation, Dominic, I hope that they deal with it this rent assessment, because every time, because there will never be no right time to pay taxes. Nobody likes to pay taxes. That's the fact of life. Because every time, and all people who talk about rent assessment board, them in renting away, them still living in them still living in the mother and their parents' house. But they talking about rent assessment board. They don't have 3/4 of them in a house. Right? I ain't against that, because we had to start somewhere, and the house is not cheap in Trinidad. But after this continuous rent assessment board, what exactly is the rent assessment board? If Dominic could get somebody to come in and give you the facts, what is the remit, why it's not straightened, what role the property tax will play with the rent assessment board, and to end here, from what I heard, that the incremental property tax will start with the industrial parks, and then agriculture and come down the road, and people just furnishing, getting the documents in order to submit to NIB in order for when the start of payment start. It's not actually that payment's going to start in November. So thanks, White Bruce and Dominic, for enjoying it. Quite good program, brothers. All reach them safe, all stay safe, brothers.
Yeah, man.
Dominic, hope you're dealing with us.
Yes, sir.
Alright, guys, so it's time for our play with pick of the day. Keep it locked. Get your numbers ready. Get ready to call me. Guys on Facebook and YouTube, get ready to put those numbers up. Let's try and win some money for this 10:30 a.m. draw today. Okay, so keep it locked.
And darling, I know why. My darling, I know why.
You are what love is. Yeah, it's more mega, more chances, more money, more fun. With the mega bonus ball, win 35 to 1. Playway is giving you more mega for your money. Win 35 to 1 and win mega payouts daily. Now you can win 35 to 1 in every Playway Mega Mix draw if the mega bonus ball calls. That means even more chances to win when you play any of the mega mix options. Hey, it's more mega, more cash, more ways to win. Playway Mega bonus ball, unleash your winner within. Players must be 18 years and over. Please play responsibly.
So welcome on the inside. The Playway Pick of the Day brought to you courtesy National Lotteries Control Board. And remember, a player wagers a minimum of $1 on a base wager for a payout of $26. The Mega Mix draw then takes place after the Playway draw and pays a higher prize amount on the three options: Mega Ball, Mega Ultra, or Mega Extreme if drawn. The Mega Mix prizes are as follows: the Mega Ball, $80 to 1, the Mega Ultra, $100 to 1, and the Mega Extreme, $125 to 1. Players now have an additional chance to win a higher payout on the Mega Bonus Ball promotion. Once you wager on a Mega Mix option and the Mega Bonus Ball is drawn for that option, you win a $35 to $1 Mega payout for that draw. There is no extra cost for the Mega Bonus Ball payout. So my numbers are 342-0081, 466-5391. Caller, good morning.
Oh, Bruce.
Oui.
You're in the Playway segment?
Yes, I am.
All right. Well, I'm behind because I'm watching YouTube.
Uh-huh.
Sorry about that. I won't call back.
All right, darling. No problem.
Right? Good.
Yes. Nice. So let me see. Take a peep at Facebook. All right, nice. Marlon Sinclair has 21. Let's then take a call here. Caller, good morning.
Batman, morning.
Morning.
My belly well written for the lady this morning. So you'll play 6 and 30.
6 and 30.
6 and 30 for the tears. Don't forget my birthday is the 26th. I hope you're working on that Sunday. I want a nice tune on that day. I ain't going anywhere. Waiting for it. 73 years. 73 years. 73 young years. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay. Take care. Caller, good morning.
Bruce, 19 and 36, right? My compete.
19 and 36.
Miss Kamala Prasad says, I tell you, I'm pretty clear break.
So I'm seeing on YouTube 19, 1 and 11. Oh gosh. Caller, good morning.
Blessed love to you, Mr. Bushwell.
Morning, morning.
Blessed love to each and every one of the Titans at Democracy. My number is 621 and more. 21 and 29. Yes, that is the mouth lock this morning. Yeah.
Nice. Also, I have on YouTube 317. Caller, good morning.
Morning, Bruce. I'm playing 23 today. I ain't playing all the time. I'm playing 23 this morning.
All right, nice.
And it was 23.
Nice.
Yeah.
Morning, guys. Morning. Caller, good morning.
Good morning, 5.
Nice. See, Mr. Morancy, 34. Good morning to you, Mr. Vernon Morancy. Caller, good morning.
Bruce.
Oui.
I like 14, 18, 26, and 3.
14, 18, 26, and 3?
Yes.
Nice.
Okay.
Hey, my partner on Facebook here too, man. 4 and 20, nice, Mr. Marlon.
I just couldn't wait. I went in the kitchen and I put on the light.
Caller, good morning.
Yes, my brother Bruce, good morning. I like 4, 15 and 20. There's always say, I feel sick for the lady, and they say that old, they say 20 is dog, so or they say all the police is dog. Long time listening.
I'll take a peep over. Take a peep over here. Let's see what's going on over on this side. Nice. 22, 30, 27. Hey. It's gone 35. Right, nice. Alright, on 29. Right. So we almost out of time. Yes, we're almost out of time. You can see, trying to get some quick information here for you. Right. So, yesterday's results, yesterday morning was 23 house. We had a white ball, a mega ultra, and the mega extreme ball called. At midday we had 31 pass and wife, 2 white balls, and the mega bonus ball called. In the afternoon, 11 Kobo, all white balls, and in the evening we had 31 again pass and wife, all white balls. So guys, that's it for Playway Pick of the Day for today. And this is for 10:30 a.m. draw, or you can even play through the day. Alright, so we'll be right back. Keep it locked.
Last night, the play with drum beat.
Yo, it's more mega, more chances, more money, more fun. With the mega bonus ball, win 35 to 1. Playway is giving you more mega for your money. Win 35 to 1 and win mega payouts daily. Now you can win 35 to 1 in every Playway mega mix draw. If the mega bonus ball calls, that means even more chances to win when you play any of the mega mix options. Hey, it's more mega, more cash, more ways to win. Playway mega bonus ball, unleash your winner within. Players must be 18 years and over. Please play responsibly.
So welcome back on the inside. We continue to take your calls 342-008-1466-5391. You can call us up. Caller, good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Bruce. Good morning to you and Dominic.
Morning.
Yeah, Bruce, all I wanted this morning is to send condolences to the Chris Lemon family.
Yes.
Yes, I heard he passed and thing, and I said he went to meet the ancestors. I know you were sick for a while in Pennsylvania.
Yeah, I heard that, yes.
he passed. He was a good soul, a great soul.
Yeah.
A real soul man, love, making laugh. You understand? He was a very, very nice person. Well, yes, all of us have to walk that road one day, brother.
True.
You understand? So I am glad that he's out of his suffering. Because last time I read about he was going through a lot of pain and suffering.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was in the papers where he had to ask, ask for help and things to pay his bills and this sort of thing,
Yeah.
He's no longer in that suffering. So I want to say to his family, he was a great guy. We all love him, right? So have a wonderful day, my brothers.
You too, man. Take care. Caller, good morning.
Morning, Bruce. Morning to Dominic. And morning to Sharon.
Morning.
Hello, dear listeners. Bruce, why I choose in 1936? Because somebody had a good. Now, I keep telling people, I keep telling people in this country that one of the biggest problems we have is the opposition leader. Whenever she sends that you'll have some sort of measure, see the chances of people in Trinidad and Tobago to benefit from policy decisions, she jumps out. So she jumps out to talk about the Revenue Authority. Now, for years, there's a man in charge with the Revenue Authority, and the downside of that was you can, who else? Kamala Prasad Visesa. Because they, almost in collusion, dealt with the whole question of the bill, the bill itself, not being, made into law because of protests. And I keep telling people, the more organized your laws in relation to financial matters, the more likelihood of you to benefit from taxes being paid. So, in out comes the government out here to telling you that, listen, if it passes in the Senate and it comes down to the House, that it will be unconstitutional. It's amazing because the Parliament is geared towards debating. And Kamala Prasad is not of the view that if you debate in the Parliament and she gets an upper hand in debate, she wouldn't think that she has value. You don't have to win an election to be that pinnacle of everything in a country under our democracy. You can debate in the Parliament and even make the government look bad with your recommendation. But instead, you prefer to vote no until you get into office. That's foolishness. There are lots of people out there with lots of money out of the circle. They're not being captured in the tax framework. The revenue authorities get towards that. A woman who has 19 seats telling me today it's unconstitutional, wouldn't this come out by? And people out there, and this is what vexes me, is that people of a particular level in the society, political analysts and all of them, will jump out, because some of them feel like they should be paid for it. I'm warning citizens, don't feel everything is political. There are things geared towards your development. And when you complain about the development of areas, I heard Mr. Ford Abu Bakr spoke about African people and the areas that they live that underdeveloped. One of the things you need to develop all areas are taxes. If you don't get taxes, don't feel everything coming from what people pay, taxes from salary, from what you get from the manufacturing section. There are other areas that more or less have a loophole or a void as to how you could collect your taxes, and the revenue authorities get towards that. Listen good and put that lady in a place in relation to a conversation where she believes voting against something give her more viability to get into government. Kamala Prasad needs to do some introspection, and the UNC members too, because there are a lot of people suffering out there, not getting everything on time, and all of a sudden put her back in office. Looking good is in yellow. It's not an avenue to get into government. You have to be thinking. And today, the UNC leader is not a thinker. You all have a good day. All the best.
Take care, man. So, guys, the countdown has begun. Our daily word is shine. I am a radiant spiritual being shining with joy. I have met people who radiate energy with a joyful spirit that others find irresistible. Their shining inner light blesses everyone they meet. This inner light, divine joy and fertility is also within me and is mine to share. I am an open vessel of divine light filled with strength that is powerful and energizing. I am aglow with wisdom and understanding that keep me moving in the direction of my highest growth. I feel confident and ambitious as I boldly shine my light. I am radiant and free. I am a light in the world, a brilliant example of the indwelling power of spirit. As I sparkle unabashedly With joy and love, through my example, I am inviting all others to shine. Those who are wise shall shine like the brightness of the sky, and those who lead many to righteousness like the stars forever and ever. Daniel 12:3. So guys, that's all the time we have for today. It was a pleasure being in your company. It was a pleasure having you in ours. Dominic, we'll be back on Thursday. Tomorrow, please God, Mr. Felix will be here inside with me. So Dominic, as we say, ciao. See you guys tomorrow, please God.
Knowing there's always you, no matter where. You always find a clue to make me feel brand new. You give life to my soul. Don't need no pot of gold. And darling, I know why. Tell me about it, babe. My darling, I know why. You are what love is. You're the air that I breathe. You're the sun in my sky. You are what love is. You're the song.
Hey, watch it now.
Baby, just for you. You're the air that I breathe. Boy, you're the sun in my sky. You are what love is.
The views expressed are not necessarily the views of the management of the Street 919 FM.
Alright then. Hey, watch it now. Trouble now. Say that them a bad man, but them not know about it. Not know about it. And say that them a gangster, but them not know about it. Hey, gangster not rob old people. Gangster and petty thief careful. Gangster not take things out of people. Gangster never pray evil. You're not bad. Through your scroll through face. You're not better than Scarface shoes lace. Real bad man not catch no rape case. Real bad man never broke school. Them ask question me answer. So make me tell them who is gangster. Bob Marley him a gangster. Marcus Garvey him a gangster. Martin Luther King him a gangster. Tupac Shakur and Garnet Silk them a gangster. Abu Bakr is a gangster. So where you take up badness for? Say you a bad man and your mama still a my young. Boy you a idiot. Say that them a bad man, but them not know about it. Alliance twin. No matter how you try, not every man will like you. Whoa.
The Street 919 FM has been asked to announce the passing of Norbert Knights, who departed this life on Wednesday, the 8th of September 2021, at the age of 70 years. He will be remembered as the husband of Yvette Knights, deceased, and Grace Knights, father of Stephanie, Nathaniel, Esther Ruth, and Karen, all Knights, brother of Una Johnson Jones and Pat Wharton, both of Barbados, both deceased. Nigel Knights, grandfather of Thanglika, Zalika, Kenyara, Gariela, Samia, Timothy, and Okino, uncle of Judy Ford, Velendi, Nady Bleman, Bradshaw, Oisha, Johnson, Andrew Johnson, all from Barbados, and Maurice Knights. The funeral service for the late Norbert Knights takes place at 1 p.m. on Thursday, the 16th of September, 2021, at the Headstone Tabernacle, 24 to 25 Jacksonville, Sangre Grande. Thence for burial at the Crown Street Cemetery. For all any information, you can contact Simpsons Memorial Limited at 623-8688.
Simpsons Memorial Limited, number 63 Eastern Main Road, Laventille. Internationally accredited funeral directors and embalmers. A full-service funeral home serving families of Trinidad and Tobago and internationally since 1945. At Simpsons Memorial Limited, we serve with dignity in assisting families and honoring the memory of their loved ones. Our services include professional funeral and pre-planning, burials and cremation, custom-built and imported caskets, coffins and cremation trays, cemetery management, limousines, mourners cars, grief counseling, web streaming of funerals, fully air-conditioned chapel with live musical accompaniment, full global shipping and receiving of loved ones. We specialize in facial restorations. Call us anytime, day or night, at 623-8688. That number again is 623-8688. Simpsons Memorial Limited. Superior service, always with excellence.
Take me to the king. I don't have much to bring.
Yes, we cooking with gas with Maggie and Carnation. Win 6 months free cooking gas. Just purchase $25 in Maggie and Carnation products for chances to win. 50 winners get free cooking gas refills from Ramco for 6 months. Purchase must include Maggie green seasoning or Maggie pepper sauce. Enter via entry boxes or online. So turn up the heat, add the taste and flavor, and win 6 months free cooking gas with Maggie and Carnation. Follow Maggie Caribbean and Carnation Caribbean on Facebook and Instagram for details and entry form.
This is the voice of the PNM. On Tuesday, September 14th at 7 p.m. Tune into all major TV and radio stations, PNM's Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube channel. We'll be coming to you live from Diego Martin. Feature address by Dr. Keith Rowley and a powerful lineup of speakers. On Tuesday, September 14th at 7 p.m. Tune in, click, like, and share. Rate is